Oh, Blue got the that sub. Awesome, dude. Dude, I love it. That's awesome. Reaper's taking care of Reapers, baby. I like it. Okay, so we got 3 more spots. Let me check the list again because I was jabber-jawing. And we got some stuff to talk about today. Some of y'all probably already know what the hell I'm going to talk about, but it's important. So I'm going to talk about it. Hold on, let me get set healing here. Okay, so as you guys... Oh, let me get him off the list now. Okay, so for the last couple of months, right? And it's so funny because I'm telling you, dude, I don't know if it's just my background for being a master strategist, being in the military 27 years and just having life experience. I see things that other people don't, right? Sometimes, well, most people. And it's helped me in video games. I can get patterns right off the get-go. I see patterns, I see things. Development. It's almost like having foresight. I see things developing before they develop, and that's helped me throughout my life, real life combat operations, and it's helped me in my gaming career, right? So I've been talking to you guys for a while now about the state of Smite, right? And I've been telling y'all what I've been seeing, how the viewership has been going down, and as a result, I wouldn't be surprised if the player base was going down, right? So for y'all, and remember who I use as an example, right? And I've said this multiple times. I always said one of the top streamers in the Smite world is Weak3ns, right? Whether you like the kid or not, hands down, he is the #1 content creator for Smite. He has the most views. He has the most viewers on stream or on views on his videos, right? He's been around for almost 10 years. If not 10 years, right? So he just did a video not too long ago called An Open Letter to Smite, where he shared his thoughts on the state of Smite and Hi-Rez and what's going on and his thoughts on what's going on, right? And it was funny because everything he said, I've been sharing, well, not majority of it, not everything, but majority of what he said, I've been sharing with you guys because I've been seeing the same thing, right? And he even said himself, dude, he went from 10,000 viewers on his Twitch streams, combined between Twitch and YouTube, right? 10,000 viewers to like 400 to 800. 10,000 to 400, 800. Dude, that's ridiculous, right? Ridiculous. And as a result, like I said before, and that's how I was judging, the interest in the game. Is because when there's less people consuming game content, right? That pretty much tells me that there's less people playing that game because there's less interest in that game. People are less hyped to play that game, right? And I've been seeing that for a while. So, and unlike these content creators, I'm in a very different boat, right? So if my channel was to die today, and as it slowly has been declining because I haven't been putting out no videos out there really. But if my channel was to die today, my mortgage would still get paid. I still eat. I can still buy whatever the hell I want, right? Because I've lived my life. I've made strategic plans in my life that allowed me to, for my wife and myself to retire at 48 years old, right? And still live a comfortable life without being able to do whatever the hell I want, right? Well, a lot of these content creators don't have that. Their livelihoods is tied to their freaking income they make off their channel, whether it be with ads, sponsorships, and stuff like that. Their communities, right? So, and I've been seeing it for a while now. So, as y'all seen, when they did the transition, what happened in the transition? There's no need beating a dead horse. We all know it was a very poorly managed transition. So I'm not even going to beat a dead horse, right? But that transition was so rough on a lot of content creators that their overnight their income just dropped, right? I mean, they went from doing getting 20,000, 30,000 views, 100,000 views on their videos to like lucky to get 5,000 or 20,000 views, right? When you get a video, Twitch, you don't make crap on your VODs. I'm telling you that right now. I don't give a damn if you're Asmongold. You're not making crap on on your ads on Twitch, and Twitch has the most intrusive ads of any platform. The only reason I even stream on Twitch is because at one time Smite actually had drops worth getting, so I would, and I'm streaming now on Twitch. I stream on Twitch because some of our Reapers enjoy watching through the Twitch app, right? So, and they can get drops. So that's why I stream on Twitch. Plus, it's another avenue for me to get passive income, even though it's not a lot. You know, over time with the Amazon Prime, a lot of my Reapers use Amazon Prime. They have an Amazon Prime, you know, that they don't use, so they just give it to me, and I am very appreciative of that, right? Because every little bit helps. So that's why I stream on Twitch, right? That's why hell, I don't even know if I have like 500 and some followers on Twitch. We just started this year. I went on and off throughout the years, but this year we actually started where I stream everything. But I digress. So ads on Twitch ain't crap. Viewers on Twitch is huge, right? So to go from, you know, 10,000, or let's round down to 5,000 consistent viewers on Twitch, right? Out of those 5,000, let's just say 1%, you know, gives you chat, you know, gives you tips or whatever the hell they are called, bits, chips, subs, or like that. You know, that's a lot of money a day for these guys. That, I mean, that's a huge amount of money. That's like buying a nice house, keeping it, you know, doing this full time, right? Then on YouTube, going 100,000 views on a YouTube video, I'm going to tell you right now, that one video, if you get a video that makes you 100,000 views on that one video, you're probably looking in the thousands of dollars that one video made you, depending on the type of advertisement that gets tagged to that video, right? My best video I've ever made, right, was a New Wall video. It was was it the Warrior Nun? And I think that at the time there was a show called Warrior Nun. So when I did the Warrior Nun, I think the algorithm thought that my video was about the actual show, the Warrior Nun, and actually shot it out to the Warrior Nun community. And dude, like overnight, I got like 9,000 views on that. So for one of these bigger guys, 9,000 views ain't crap. But for me at the time, that was huge. That one video overnight made me like $300 with one video, right? And that was with 9,000 views. Imagine these guys with 100,000 views on their videos. They're making thousands of dollars per video. And to go overnight from 100,000 views to 10, 20, and you got to remember, these guys have been making this money, these videos with these, they've been getting these views, they've been getting on their videos and their streams for years. We're talking at least, you know, 5, 6 years, 8 years, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it took them a while to build up to that point, but easily the last 5 years, because I know a lot of these guys were around when I started 5, 6 years ago. So to lose that income overnight, you got to remember, man, these people have families, they have mortgages, they have probably car notes. Hopefully they were smart enough to invest, but if they were living paycheck to paycheck, they're screwed. So that's why you start seeing these content creators that we used to have 2 or 3 years ago start falling off from Smite, right? They stopped covering Smite. They started going to other projects, other games, or what have you, right? But a couple, and when I say a couple, I'm literally saying I can probably count on one hand, actually stuck around, including myself, stuck around with Smite in hopes that it would pick up. So long story short, what's happening now is I'm starting to see Armageddon coming, right? Because, and I've been saying this a long time, content creators are the backbone to hype around any game. I don't care what anybody says. If we didn't have YouTube, if we didn't have Twitch, we didn't have, I guess we might as well add Kick and Twitter and all that crap, right? If we didn't have social media and content creation platforms, a lot of the gamers that flock to these games wouldn't even know about the games, for one thing. Where the hell would they get advertised? You know what I'm saying? And they wouldn't have no interest in playing the game because they don't know how cool it is or whatnot, right? Because a lot of people just play something for a couple of seconds, they're like, this game sucks or this game's cool, right? So content creators are the ones that build hype. And a lot of these content creators have hundreds of thousands of people in their community that instantly see that game, and then and they blow up, right? So as Smite content creators started falling off, as Hi-Rez started firing, us partners for Smite have been getting less and less goodies or attention, right? Less, and then the way they're handling stuff, it's becoming harder and harder to create content for Smite. And Weak3ns even said it, man. Out of all the videos he's always done, the ones that make him the most money, and it's the same thing for me, are educational type videos, right? For him is this, the various different how to do different things in Conquest. For me was my build videos, dude. My build videos is where the money was, right? Hell, even in other games like Power World and World of Warcraft. Right now, my #1 video right now is how to add freaking add-ons in Power World, right? That I did that video like 2 years ago, and it's like my #1 video, man. It has like over 7,000 views, which is funny. But long story short, so when Weak3ns gave that did that video, which was a couple of years ago, it hit so hard that they actually talked about it in Titan Talk, right? So the guys in Titan Talk actually talked about everything he said in that video, and I'm not gonna regurgitate everything that was going on, but the cliff notes of it, and for y'all that are not old enough to know what the hell cliff notes are, the summary of it, right, is the fact that one, he thinks that there's too much what do you say, there's too many updates in too short of a span, right? That he thinks that the update should come out once a month instead of every 2 weeks, because the changes keep happening so much or so fast that it's hard to create content. It's hard to get hype on stuff because people are already expecting it. They're like, oh, something else is going to change, which I can agree with, because that's why I haven't done build videos, because I know in 2 weeks they're going to be irrelevant, because they keep making these changes to freaking items too quick, and it just, build videos would be pointless because I don't know what the hell's going to happen in 2 weeks. So, and it takes about a week or two for someone like me, a smaller creator, to get the algorithm to even start pushing the freaking videos. So I understood that part of it. The second thing that I agreed with him is the fact that Hi-Rez is not supporting content creators enough. Dude, I am very grateful at the codes I've been getting from the Smite team, right? I'm very grateful on that I can give away to my community. But we have like a secret squirrel partner, Discord that every partner is a part of, right? In that Discord, you have all the partners in there. And I can see there's not that many partners. There's probably like 150 or less, right, that are in there. And a lot of these partners don't even do Smite content anymore. They're not promoting Smite. They're not streaming Smite. They're not doing videos. You can see when you go into that Smite freaking Discord, they're playing other games. So they haven't been doing Smite content for a very long time. Yet, when they give out these codes and stuff, these people are receiving these codes, right? Codes that could actually be given to people that are actually promoting the freaking game. So I agree with that 1,000%. They need to do an audit of their content creators. They need to do more support. We need to get something to hype up our communities, right? Because the communities right now, realistically, and I've been told by many of my Reapers, my Reapers look forward to our Sunday stream, not to play Smite, but to hang out with our peeps, right? To get together. It's almost like a club, right? We're meeting and enjoying our community, playing the game per se, right? There's no hype behind the game. There's nothing that's oomph, right? And that's because you can see the content creators are not excited anymore, because there's nothing to be excited about. So look at our drops on Twitch, right? The drops on Twitch have been straight up garbage, and I've been saying this for a long time, because you get these freaking Traveler's Pass points or whatever the hell it is, right? The currency for Traveler's Packs, right? That's what you get for Twitch drops, which is silly, because realistically, I think it maxes out at 23,000 or something, and I get that just BSing with trying to test builds. You know what I'm saying? they need to hype up the game. In order to hype up the game, they need to give our community a reason to be hyped. An awesome skin, dude. You watch and you get an awesome skin for watching. You know, even if it's, you don't even have to be watching my channel, dude. Watch the Smite channel or something, right? To bring in the viewership. The more viewers that you bring in, the more hype around the game, the more people are going to want to play it. So, and then he went off ranting about the, what the hell is it? The competition, the EPO, SPO, whatever the hell it's called, right? Remember when we were about to transition from, it was, I think it was around last December, right? And they're going to have a Smite 2 tournament for $100,000. I think it was in Vegas or somewhere. Remember where I told you guys? Yes, Smite Pro League. And they ended up firing all these people, right? And one of the people they fired was that one girl. What's her name? I can't remember what the hell. The one with the glasses. She seemed like a really cool person. It started with the L. I can't remember her name. But anyway, you know, they're having this competition for $100,000 for a game that barely had any gods, that was in beta, that wasn't even developed yet. And I told you guys, right? I even shared with you guys, I know, because my wife used to do, you know, these type of seminars for corporations. There's millions of dollars that go into this, man. Between the coordination through food, lodging, travel, the stuff you have to rent. I mean, there's a lot of money that goes into it. For, you know, for a game, you know, and all that money to me was a waste. Yeah, learn me. That's who it was. All that money was wasted, dude. They could have took that money and put it into the game, or kept some of these people on at Smite, right? But that's nowhere here or there. As it is now, dude, we're starting to see more and more that there is a skeleton crew at Smite. And I'm telling you right now, between now and January, things are not going to get any better. Because as we go into the holiday season here in the United States, during Thanksgiving, you can already count for people to be gone for about a week. You know what I'm saying? And then during Christmas, people will be gone probably the second half of Christmas. Plus, there's some time, I can't remember when the hell it was, but there's some time in December where even if they had updates, they can't push them because the platforms like Sony and Microsoft, they lock up their systems where you can't even update or upload or crap to their servers to even push anything new. Everything gets locked down for like a couple of weeks, right? Because everybody goes on freaking holiday vacation. So, I mean, as it is now, dude, if we keep losing these big content creators, if these guys don't do something to hype up these communities, I'm very, very, how do you say, not really scared, but I'm sad to see where this game could go. Because even if the graphics are the best, even if this game is just the most fun to play, dude, nobody's going to play it because their favorite content creators are not pushing it. You know what I'm saying? Because what's going to end up happening is those content creators are going to go to other games or other venues, and they're going to take that whole damn community with them. And that's going to be a lot of eyes on another game. And then this game is just going to flop. And I don't want to see that. So I really, really, really hope that Smite or Hi-Rez, and especially if they're watching right now, I hope you're listening, stop only focusing on the new player base. That's the silliest thing. Check this out. Imagine that you own a car dealership, right? Or a store. Imagine you opened up a store in your town, and your store started out and you have a good clientele, and that's what's pushing your your store. That's keeping your store afloat. And then all of a sudden you have all these awesome ways and techniques to bring in new clientele, but you totally ignore the clientele you have now. You can get 25% off everything, but you don't get nothing. You know what I'm saying? Or something to that effect. You stop focusing on your current clientele, and then you go off and open up another store. You turn it from a Winn-Dixie to an Aldi, and only try to promote or tailor to new people to come in your store, and totally say screw it's the hell with the people that have been keeping your store afloat forever, right? That's how I feel Smite's been doing. They've been only focusing on bringing in new players and keeping new players, but what they keep forgetting is Smite 1 was built on a bunch of OGs. There was tens of thousands, probably not hundreds of thousands, who knows, maybe millions of people playing Smite 1. That's the people that need to bring back. These are the people that are going to be playing hardcore. These are the people that have been spending their money. These are the people that have been building that game, right? Why the hell would you put so much interest into getting new people that don't know crap about this game and that might play for a couple, have no, tangible investment in it, and might play for a couple weeks, and you might keep a couple, but you're not. When you can bring back people that have been playing this game in the past, and they've been spending the money. I don't know, dude. I don't know. If it was me personally, I would try to see what we could do to take those T5 skins that we had in Smite 1 and bring it over to Smite 2 for those people that were on Smite 1, that paid all that money for them, and try to bring them to, I know it's going to be a lot of work and whatever, but that's one of the things that pissed off a lot of people, man, because a lot of people spent like $60, $80 on a damn skin, and now it's gone pretty much, right? So I think that would be huge to bring back a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? But there's other things that can be done, but that's just me, like I was saying. So long story short, so we can go ahead and get started here, and let me check the list here. So I think that they need to do more to support their content creators, and they need to look at the content creators they got on lists, filter them out, and start and kick out the excess fat, kick out the people that are not doing crap. You know what I'm saying? And then whatever they were giving to those guys that were a waste, bring it to the guys and gals that are actually doing some. Because you guys know I only get like a couple of codes to give out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if I got double that. That means that, I could do double the giveaways, give double the amount of stuff to my reapers. That brings up double the hype. You guys would be more hyped up because, more people would win. As it is right now, it always goes to some lucky few. And I feel bad sometimes because I only got 2 things to give out. But the wheel's the wheel. I don't have no control over it. You know what I'm saying? But I wish I had more to give back to y'all. But I just don't. They only give me so much stuff. So if we had like diamonds, you know what I'm saying? That'd be awesome to give out to our peeps. Stuff like that. So I think that they could their content creator program needs to be better, because that way it attracts more people. Because it is right now, dude. I'm telling you, as it is right now, if Weak3ns decides to quit Smite, and people saw his video and I saw what other people did not see. This is what I saw from that Weak3ns video. This is what I heard. What I heard from that video was, look, dude, I can barely pay my bills right now with the money I'm making from Smite. There's no doubt in my mind I can go start up a different channel and make 10 times what I'm making right now. I love this game. I spent my whole life backing this game, but if something doesn't change, I'm popping up the deuces and I'm out. That's all there is to it. You guys are shit in the bed. It's costing my family, money. So I need to do what's right, what's best for me and my family, and I'm going to do something else. So don't be surprised if you don't be surprised if you see other content creators with a second channel and start boosting up that channel. And hell, it might not even have nothing to do with gaming. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you right now, gaming as a whole is not what it used to be. I mean, look at Twitch right now. Look at how many people are watching on Twitch, right? Now that they filtered out all the bots, there's hardly anybody watching on Twitch. I mean, look at the numbers. Even the number one thing that I always see is just chatting, right? The rest of the games have a 10, 60,000, 70,000 views instead of 1 million or 500,000 like they used to, right? So yeah, gaming is starting to get hard, dude. And of course, it doesn't help that they haven't had any good games out in the longest time that you can sit down and play for 5 hours and actually enjoy yourself, right? That's people that are on console can play with PC. Games like Rivals and stuff like that, it's fun for a little bit, but that's not something that you can realistically continue to do, at least me speaking for self, consistently do content around. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, dude. I don't know. So that's what has me worried, man. So we start losing top end content creators like that, even though I don't have nothing to do with Conquest, right? We lose those top tier content creators that the algorithm, and that's what the reason is, the algorithm loves these guys, so their videos are being pushed. As soon as those guys and gals quit and go to something else, the algorithm is just going to be pushing little videos like mine or somebody else's that only has like a couple hundred or a couple thousand views, and people are going to be like, this game's dead, and they're not even going to give it a chance. They're going to go to something else. Smite is going to end up losing money, and then by 2026 this game is going to be done. I hope that doesn't happen, but I think that's their trajectory as it stands right now. So, and another thing that kind of pissed me off, and I usually don't get irate about stuff, but it kind of rubbed me the wrong way when they're talking about, and like I said, I don't know Weak3ns. I've conversed with them one time early in my career. I asked him a question on the issue I was having with Smite, and he actually answered me, right? That's the only conversation I ever had with that kid. So I don't know if he's a good person, bad person. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant, right? But one thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way was, you know, when they were reviewing his video in Titan Talk, one of the guys there, that British guy, you know, when he started talking about, you know, drops, kind of laughed at him and was like, oh, he just wants, you know, made it sound like he just wanted better drops for him and to put on his videos and stuff, right? So it kind of took a shot at that dude. And he wasn't understanding what Weak3ns was trying to tell him, and he made it sound like Weak3ns was just crying, trying to get better drops for him, right? And I was like, no, dude, you're not paying attention. You're missing the whole damn point. If people's communities don't have a hype around a game, they're not going to watch the game. They're going to be there for the community, not for the game. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to get new people. There's no hype. We're not going to get new people. And that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, the way he kind of took a shot at that kid at Weak3ns like that, right? And like I said, I don't know the kid. And I don't mean to be disrespectful when I said kid, because he's probably like half my age. But that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. They didn't take it seriously. He was just like, dude, you don't know how bad. I just wanted to slap the hell out of him to that screen. It's like, dude, you're not getting it, man. Now, the other older guy, Kilgore, whatever his name is, he seemed like he was more or less, it was sinking in more or less to him, but he was being very careful as to the way he responded, because it's obviously he didn't have, it seemed to me that he just watched that video not too long ago, so he didn't have enough time to really process it, right? But he could see yes or no, and he was being very careful not to piss off the Weak3ns community or other communities, you know, whereas the other guy, he was just like, I was just like, dude. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So, long story short, Smite is in trouble. That's all there is to it, dude. Smite 2 is in trouble. So be cognizant on, and I hate to say this, dude. Be careful on how much money you spend in Smite 2 as of right now. And this is just speaking for self. I don't have any inside information, whatever. I'd hate for my Reaper, and you know I'm always looking out for my Reapers. I can give a damn about anybody else, but you know I'm always there for my Reapers. I don't want y'all to spend hundreds of dollars on diamonds on a game whose future is uncertain at this time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd hate for you guys to spend hundreds of dollars on diamonds, and then next thing you know, in January, February, March, the game is obsolete. Nobody's playing it, and then you spend all that money for nothing. Now in November, I can see them doing a sale for the Ultimate Founders Edition. I mean, that'd be a good time to pick it up. I mean, you're rolling the dice. It is what it is. But as of right now, I'd be very careful on how much you invest at this game. And I know I probably shouldn't be saying this, because the lot less money they make, the less stuff's coming out. But I'm just being real, dude. I'd be very careful how much money. Please still play the freaking game, right? But just be cognizant of how much you spend on it, because I hate for you guys to get screwed, man. I will be starting a second channel myself. I'm going to let you know right now. I am going to start a second channel, and it's going to be called Darkgarza TV. But I don't know what the topic of that channel is going to be as of yet. I will still have my gaming channel. I'm going to still be pushing Smite Arena, but I'd be stupid not to start a second channel just to keep things going. Because if Smite was to die tomorrow, there's no other freaking game out there that has my attention, right? And as I told y'all since day one, I'm not gonna play a freaking game just to have content if I don't like the game, right? I have to be able to enjoy the game in order to do content on it and have you invest your time in it, right? Because that's almost like selling a water filter or something that you don't believe in, but you're trying to get paid, right? So this is the best thing since sliced bread, knowing it's a piece of crap, right? And you hate it and you would never use that in your own house. I will never push anything that I do not like myself just to get paid. So, and as of right now, I don't see any other game that I can do content on. So, I'm pretty much stuck with Smite for now. But I will be doing a second channel here soon. I don't know what the hell it's going to be about. Maybe it'll be like talking about, daily things that's happening in the world. Maybe be a cooking channel. Maybe be an advice channel because I've lived a long time and I'm always sharing little nitbits of advice. Because like the other, let me get off the rant. I was going to already go into something else. Let's get this party started. I think that's enough jibber jabber, but yeah, that's my thing. That was my 2 bits, right? If you didn't see that weekend video, go check it out. I commented on his video and told him that I agreed with him 1000% on pretty much everything. Not everything, but pretty much everything he said. And it is what it is. So we'll see how Hi-Rez takes it, because dude, there was over like 150 freaking comments on that video, right? So I'm going to see in the future how Hi-Rez is going to take that. And who knows, man, starting tomorrow I might get kicked out of the partner program for even speaking out. They would be stupid to do that, but maybe it would happen. I don't know, but we'll see what happens, man. But I mean, it is what it is. I've been saying this crap for a long time, dude. I've been seeing this trajectory for a long time, and these people got to eat. These people got to eat, man. So I mean, you can't hate on them for that. All right, so we got asking. Oh, we got a new person. Awesome. Asking her. I'm gonna send you a friend request. Oh, what is it? Oh, Smash. Never mind. You'll be after Smash. But that's good. I like seeing the new people in our freaking on our list. Dude, I tell you what, dude, I wish I had that second channel last week, because 3 months, I'll tell you as we were playing, because we got to get this, I get to do more, maybe. So a couple of months ago, right, and this is already, that's my tangent's done on Smite. That's all it is. If Weak3ns leaves, we're going to be in deep shit. That's pretty much all it is. Not that he's holding up the game, but that's one big content creator, and then hopefully that doesn't start the dominoes for other. There's been some new content creators that came into the realm, but they don't even have anything close to the following that he does, because we already lost Double J, we already lost Icon, we already lost a bunch. What was that, Ice, whatever the hell his name was, for the one with the little ice cube? We lost him a long time ago. We lost a lot of people, man. And then I didn't know, is Isaiah gone from Smite? I could have swore he said in his video that Isaiah was gone. That guy with the glasses, that nerdy guy that's been around forever. He's cool. He's a cool dude. I didn't know he was gone, so I could be wrong. But yeah, dude, he was really big. I gotta do some research on that. If you guys know, let me know. I mean, not that it's gonna matter. It's just for my know-how, right? I didn't know that he was gone, dude. I can't believe how many people they're losing at Hi-Rez that were the face of Smite. I'm dying today, rolling on the floor. Why is that, Sergio? Oh, let me roll up. I was running my mouth, dude. I missed. If you guys said anything, I missed everything. I got to scroll up, dude. I got on my soapbox and just started rolling. But dude, I mean, it's kind of funny how everything I've been telling you guys up to this point, the last 3 months, came to fruition. And the one person that I use as an example of what I was seeing did the video and said it himself. He went from 10,000 viewers to like 400 to 800 viewers. I was like, what'd I say? Well, and he's not even playing competition anymore, because there's not even enough people playing the game to even make it worthwhile. And I've been saying the same thing. So, dude, man, it's crazy. I really hope there's a turnaround. I really do. Is Smite dead now? No, it's not dead. It's not. It's still in beta. They can still make changes to help the game blossom faster. So don't get me wrong. The game is not dead. I'm not saying stop playing Smite, by no means. Please don't do that. I'm just giving you a heads up. You know what I'm saying? That that stuff ain't looking good for the home team. So hopefully there's a turnaround.
Let's send them shivers.
I really think that if they crossed over the T5 skins are some of the hardest things to do in Smite, right? It's the hardest things to do. I know, because the artwork is freaking awesome, right? But stop doing these dumbass prime tournaments for like $10,000 a win. I think they're doing that like every month, he was saying, where they're like giving away like $10,000 bucks. $10,000 ain't crap. Once you divide it by the teams, it's nothing. Take that money, hire one person, pay him that money, him or her, and start transferring them damn T5 skins over. Because I guarantee you that's going to help to bring some of the OGs back, right? Because I know there's a lot of people that are very butthurt, myself included, that we lost those T5 skins. Or give us something, man. You know, something better than legacy gems. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be more hype to bring back our OGs, dude. There has to be. Like I said, I'm not a one. I can't fix everything for them. They gotta do their own thing, but that's just one of my suggestions. Yeah, like I said, dude, I rambled on for too much, but I had to get that crap off my chest. So I didn't read anything you guys wrote. I'll try scrolling down the list here after I'm done here. Hopefully everything doesn't get erased. But yeah, dude, I saw that video and I was just like, what the crap, dude. That's one Titan Talk I definitely knew to watch, because I know they watch his videos. Hell, I know they watch some of our videos in our streams, because it's funny how, remember how I'd say something in the stream and automatically, just by coincidence, it was fixed in the next update, or something was, you know, addressed in the next update. So I don't know, maybe it was just coincidental, but that goes to tell you that at least they're watching some content creators stuff. So that's good. That's good. And again, if anybody from Smite is watching, I'm not taking a dump on y'all. I do appreciate what you guys been doing for the game. All I'm saying is there are some, I don't know how you say it, there's some better, let me carefully say this so I don't get myself in trouble. There's some better updates that we can be doing to support the game by in the way of supporting the content creators. I think content creators can get better support, more love for the ones that are actually supporting the game. And we definitely need to cut the fat from all these people that are getting crap for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just wasted codes, man. It's wasted money that could be going to actual people that are playing the game. They need to audit that crap. Because see, at one time they used to have a person that was in charge of our partner Discord, right? I forget what they call it, a community rep or some crap. I can't remember what the hell they called him. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I wasn't too involved, I would say, in the partner community. I didn't go into the chat and just talk just to talk, right? There's a lot of people that went in there that I felt just went in there just to see their name on the chat. You know, they talk just one of those people that thought they knew everything. And I'm talking about content creators, not the people that worked at Hi-Rez, would go in there and just jibber jabber like they knew everything and they didn't know their asshole from the elbow, right? So I didn't want to be a part of that. Now, if I ever had a question, I'd go in there and ask the question, and for the most part, it always got answered by somebody respectfully and you know, and as seeing you as a peer. Well, every now and then you get some jackass that thought they were better than everybody else. But with that said, you know, I still looked at it, and I've been seeing that there's been less and less going on in these partners chats. You know what I'm saying, there's less hype around the game, dude. There's just less hype around the game. Too many people are losing money, dude. And see, viewers forget this is a business, dude. This is a business. These guys and gals are not doing this crap from, you know, for the goodness of their heart. This isn't a pro bono type job. Believe it or not, dude, streaming is pretty freaking difficult. Which, I mean, you guys see me when I have to take like 2 cups of coffee because you have to have energy, right? And dude, your energy after a while, especially if you have a bad day, of playing when we start hitting those pre-made chain CC teams on comms, where it just makes things very frustrating. Dude, that takes a toll on you. You know what I'm saying? And then do that for 5 hours. These guys stream for like 5-6 hours a day. Dude, that's like mentally crazy. But that's their job. You know what I'm saying? So when the benefit, you know, is not there anymore, right? The stress and stuff makes it not even worth putting up with the crap. It makes the game not fun anymore. Now you're dreading going to work, right? So it's like having that 9 to 5 that you dread going to work. And for a lot of these people, that's what happened, man. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I really think that whoever's handling, and like I said, this is speaking for self. I think that whoever's handling their PR, and especially when it comes to creators, it is not doing a good job, dude. I think they're having somebody in there that had to step into it because of the lack of personnel at Hi-Rez, and they're doing their best, but they just don't have the experience needed at this level in an enterprise to really bring up the hype, right? They're probably doing their best, but they're overwhelmed or just underwater. They need to hire somebody that knows how to deal with the public. You know, they know how they have experience in promotion. And that's the thing, another thing that Weak3ns made that I agree 1000% with, right? You don't have to have these elaborate, you know, millions of dollar type tournaments in order to bring up the hype on the game, dude. You could have a freaking tournament that is just a 6 people in a room on a LAN, right? You're not watching them, you're watching the damn game, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to spend all this wasted money, you know what I'm saying? You're not there yet. The game is not out yet, you know what I'm saying? The average player gives a shit. It's all about the prize, man. Save that money and add it to the prize, you know what I'm saying? Because I'll tell you what, if players that watch these competitions, I guarantee you will watch a competition for a purse that each player might win, you know, $50,000 over a game where a purse where anybody might walk away with like $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna watch that. Nobody's gonna want to get good at a game with you know, dreams of one day competing for a $100,000 purse. You know what I'm saying? When realistically the tournaments are so elaborate, but you only walk away with maybe $1,000. That's silliness. Yeah, I got you. But that's just, like I said, my personal take on that. And like I said, I never really watched their tournaments. I don't give a crap about Conquest. You guys know that. I'd said it from Smite 1. I'm probably the #1 advocate for Smite in the Smite community, period. I've been promoting Smite for Arena, that is. I've been promoting Arena since day one, for over 5-6 years, dude. There's nobody in the world that has promoted Arena more than I have. And for a lot of people, Arena is like the redheaded stepchild. People laugh at it, you know, people, you know, don't take me serious because of the fact that I enjoy Arena. I don't enjoy Conquest. I play this game for Arena. That's because that's what I like. And obviously there's other people that feel the same way. So there's that niche group that I was able to, you know, to fill that niche with when it came to content creation with the build videos. Because builds for Conquest is different than builds for freaking Arena. You know, things that for Arena is different than are things for freaking Conquest. So those Conquest videos did nothing for Arena players. That's all there is to it. Beautiful teamwork. Beautiful teamwork, baby. I'm over here running my mouth. I don't even know what the hell's going on, but we're winning, looks like. No, we're not. I thought we were winning. I don't even know what the hell's going on. I was just running my mouth. I'm telling you, this whole week, I was just biting my tongue. I was like, golly, dude, there's just so much crap coming to fruition that I saw coming, and I knew it was going to happen. Like I said, I just hope there's a big turnaround, dude. Right now is not the time to be doing freaking tournaments and crap like that. Elaborate tournaments where you have to fly to Vegas or something. That's silliness, dude. You can do a tournament from your from everybody from their house. Dude, if they gave us our T5 skins though, that would be so epic. Even if they said, look, we're gonna be working on a T5, you OGs will get at least, we're gonna work on T5 skins. You know, it's gonna be random, so don't get your hopes up, but we're gonna try to put out one T5 skin a month or every 2 months or a quarter. Hell, that would be enough to bring back some people. If instead of, you know, one god every 2 weeks, we're gonna put out, you know, 2 or 3 gods a month. That'd be good. You know what I'm saying? Because they keep on putting out these freaking gods every 2 weeks, which is cool, but it doesn't really give you nothing to look forward to. It doesn't even give you enough time to really learn the gods that you already have, because then there's another god that comes out and you gotta try out that god. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, it is what it is. I guess if it was your favorite god, it's worth it, right? Oh, he freaking ages and went into his ult, didn't he? But I really do hope that the game doesn't take a turn for the worse. I hope, if anything, I'm really rooting for it to take a turn for the best. Now that the elephant has been addressed, right? The elephant in the room has been addressed. They need more content creator support, and they need to do better drops. They need better drops. Period. This whatever this traveler crap, because for one thing, you got to pay money to even buy the damn travelers pack to even, you know, spend those points. Now they're saying in the future they're going to come out with more stuff that you can use those traveler pack currency on. Okay, that's cool. Guess what? After you do that, then you give out that currency. You don't give out currency with the promise that maybe in the future you're going to get more stuff to spend. That. Okay, so now that's like me saying, okay, so guess what, guys? I think that rocks are now currency. So I'm going to, for watching my video, or my stream, guess what? I'm going to hand out a bunch of rocks. So you can earn rocks. The more you watch me, the more rocks you get. But in the future, you're going to be able to spend those rocks, right? When? I don't know. Sometime in the future. Nobody's going to freaking watch your stream for that crap. Now, if you already have stuff that you can spend those rocks on, I do the store first and then give you the currency to buy in that store. Whole different animal. See what I'm saying? So I think that idea, that currency they're giving us, is a good thing. And me personally, I think it's stupid as hell. But that's just me speaking for myself. I don't mean no disrespect, but I think that's the cart before the horse. You know what I'm saying? I think that we can actually had a decent idea of doing old school skins, or even skins that we currently have that are just recolors or reskins. You know what I'm saying? That would go over better than freaking this currency crap that you can get by just playing a couple games anyway for free. And then you don't even get that many. You get like 50 or some stupid number. Because I did it. I tried to check out the drops. I think I got like 50 of those coins. I was like, 50? What the crap? Wasting my time. And it wouldn't be so bad if I actually watched somebody that I actually enjoyed. Dude, I just turned there on and watched it because everybody was boring as hell. Some people didn't even have cameras on. Most of the time, if somebody doesn't have a camera on, I don't even watch them, right? I don't even watch this crap anyway, because to me, Conquest is boring as hell. It's like watching golf. But I did it just to get the drop to see what it was about. And I'm telling you right now, it wasn't even worth the electricity I paid to watch it. It just wasn't. And I'm not trying to be mean, but that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? So now, if it was for a skin or something, I'd be hyped. And you guys know, if they had a skin that you can get for free, what's going to happen in our community? What happens? As soon as I get word that there's a way for you guys to get a free skin, what happens? Right? I blast it out to all my Reapers. Hey, this, and that, you can get this skin. Dude, my Reapers blasted to me. UK Paul used to do it all the time, dude. As soon as one of you guys knew, or even Eyes, or a bunch of y'all, as soon as you guys got word that you could get something awesome for free in Smite, dude, my Discord would get blown up. And then what I would do, I won over everybody. I would tell everybody, hey, do this by this time so you can get this for free. You know what I'm saying? So it builds hype behind it. That's what they're missing, dude. That's what they're missing. That type of thinking rationale is what they're missing. And like I said, maybe it's because some of these guys have never been content creators. Maybe it's because they've just been execs or working at a company or programmers, whatever. So they're missing that element, and it's not their fault. It's just that you can't comprehend something you don't understand, right? And that sounds funny the way I said it, but that's just the way it is. It's hard for them to see through my eyes if they don't have my experiences. It's hard to see through your eyes if I don't have your experiences, right? So that's kind of what pissed me off when that one dude started laughing at Weak3ns because thinking that he was just mad because he wasn't getting drops, so he couldn't put drops in his freaking title. Who the hell puts drops in their title? I don't know. I guess some people do, but I don't put drops in my title. I've never seen Weak3ns put drops in his title when I've actually scanned to see how he was doing with views. A smart business person always sees what the hell the competition's doing, right? So I used to check out, I'd go every day, look on Twitch, see who's streaming, see how many people, how many views they're getting, because that gave me almost like a pulse of what was going on in the Smite world. You know, is it hot right now? Is it not? I look at the videos they're doing, you know, what videos are hot right now. If some of them were not even Conquest related, is something that I could, you know, get on the hype train and replicate. If it's Conquest related, I don't care. But, you know, stuff like that, man. Dude, how did he... Why does this game feel like it's been going on forever? Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm rambling too much today, but they had me hyped up today, dude. Or not today, this week they had me hyped up. I was like, what the crap, dude. But the funny thing about it is, even people, most of the people that commented on that dude's video, a majority of them aren't even playing Smite anymore. They were OGs that used to play Smite 1, that are not even playing Smite 2. And they're pretty much saying the same thing, that there's no reason to play, there's no hype around it, there's no point for them to play it, they don't enjoy the game. So I mean, it is what it is. We'll see what happens here in the next couple, and then you had all those people that, and I can't throw shade on them, I can't crap on them, but then you see all those people that try to do videos reacting to Weak3ns videos. I think that's in poor taste myself. You're just trying to get clout off somebody else's freaking video. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. That's why you didn't see me do a video like that. I just don't, not to crap on them, because most of those people are probably bigger than my channel, but I just don't feel comfortable doing something like that for something of that seriousness. Actually watching the whole video and talking about it, it's just, everybody does it at one time. I think that's in poor taste. That's just me. Now, if they were done clips and points, you know, this is what they said, this is what I understand. Yeah, okay, got it. But I mean, that's a whole different animal. That has nothing to do with nothing. But that's the reason why I didn't do a reaction video to that, because I didn't feel it was appropriate. Like I said, not crapping on anybody that did. It's just, I personally didn't feel it was appropriate. Could I got views on it? Yeah, probably. But it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. It is what it is. Ah, yeah. Now, on a different note, Osiris is going to be the next god to come out, right? I got to look again. I think he comes out this Tuesday, coming up Tuesday. I could be wrong. I have to look. And then, no, next Tuesday, right? So then we're going to get that female god. So the PTS, I don't know if the PTS has happened already or not, but they said that in the next PTS for Osiris and stuff, that they were throwing the idea around of possibly sneak peeking the female god that they were talking about adding. So I don't know. I don't know if the PTS is going on right now or not. I'll probably check it afterwards, but I mean, it is what it is. All right. After this, I'm gonna have to screen up on my chat, dude, because like I said, I got on that soapbox, and that's all she wrote. All right, cool. That gives me time. And I'm sorry if I'm talking too much today, but dude, I'm telling you, I had to get that crap off my chest because that dude pissed me off. That Hi-Rez dude, man. People are trying to help you out, and you go to shit on them like that. It's like, that rubbed me the wrong way, dude. Like I said, I don't know how Weeknd, but still, I could see that he was trying to tell them they weren't seeing what he was saying. What he was saying is, look, my family is suffering because of your shit game. I shouldn't say shit game, because of the state of the game and the way it's being publicized. If something doesn't change soon, I'm gonna quit. That's what I got out of the video. I have to, not because I want to, because I have to in order to survive. That's what I got out of that video, and I could feel that. So, for that guy to laugh at him like that, dude, that rubbed me the wrong way. All right, give me a second to go through this chat, dude, because hopefully I didn't miss nothing of importance. And of course, all y'all's posts are important, but I'm talking about like asking me a question or something. I don't like people feeling that I'm ignoring them. Yes, that's another thing. Sergio just brought up. Matches are hard to get, dude. There's times when you're in a and looking for a group for like 3 or 4 minutes. It's crazy. And from what I understand, it's just as bad, if not worse, in other modes, like mainly Conquest. But one of the biggest
Fiasco 808 subscribe to the channel.
Fiasco, welcome to GC, my friend. One of the biggest thing, and I've been seeing this, and I've been sharing this with you guys too. One of the biggest things that pisses me off, you guys already know what I'm going to say, right? Was the one thing that I can't stand, that I just want to slap the hell out of somebody for, is all the damn quitters, right? So that's been a big problem in Smite 2, right? Is the people are complaining that they go in, they're only down by a couple of tickets, and all of a sudden people are quitting. It's like mass quitting. People just instantly, oh, we're not going to steamroll, so we quit. So supposedly that's been happening on Conquest too. A lot of people are quitting prematurely, and that's just been turning people off. One guy said in his comments that he played, out of the 7 games he played that day, in 5 of those 7 games, people quit. And we've seen it ourselves. That's why when I do my streams like this, I enjoy playing with my Reapers. 1, because I love the teamwork. I love playing alongside y'all. But 2, because I know that our team ain't gonna quit. They're not, because it's infuriating, dude. Infuriating. You've seen us go 3v5s before and beat the hell out of the other team as a 3v5. You know what I'm saying? You never give up. But these people are just like, oh, we're 5 tickets in, we're just going to give up. So when you have these games, and they don't comprehend that you're screwing other people's time is worth more than money. When you screw up when people's time, they get fed up with it, they're going to go to play something else. You know what I'm saying? So by these people just quitting, and then now you got to start all over again. Now you got to go back to the beginning of it, start a damn match. Now you got to go through the whole cycle again of getting into the match, which takes you already 2 to 3 minutes to get into a damn match, and then start over, and then get your first buffs and go 3-4 minutes again, just to have some other jackass quit again to start all over again. Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? So that's what's been happening. A lot of people have been going through that. They're like, you know what? Screw this game. I'm done. And then they go play something else. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there's that. They need to address that, dude. They need to address that. Making it easier for people to quit was not the right way to go. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's a difference between DCing and just leaving because you don't feel like playing this match. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't feel like playing that match, you shouldn't have gotten in the first place. You're wasting people's time. But it is what it is, dude. And I'm just going through y'all's comments right now, so I'm sorry if it's taking a bit, but I don't want nobody to feel like left out. Okay, somebody fell out. Did you fall out, or did you just leave? So I don't want to accidentally get somebody else in here, and next thing you know, you just felt DC'd or something. All right, let me look here. Let me do it over here because I'm about to have a bunch of things pop up, and I'm still looking on this chat. So for y'all that don't know, I got my YouTube chat, my Twitch chat, but this chat right here, one is blowing up bigger, so because you know I'm half blind, and two, it has both of them together, so it takes a lot longer for me to go through it because I have double the stuff. So that's why you see me looking over here and looking over here. You figured out why it's doubling? It's just because this new chat I'm using, it combines both together. So when I type something in this chat, it's typing it simultaneously on both YouTube and on Twitch at the same time. And because of that, the bot is pushed out what it would on YouTube and on Twitch, so I'm getting double entries. So that's why that is. If I do it on this side, it usually doesn't do it. On this side, it does. Because I just did it on this side and it didn't do it. So Smash is already in here. So I can say I next to him. See, that should only put it through once since I did it over here, I would hope. Yeah, see. And then the next person was, and I can do iList and it should only do it once. And again, if you're new to your channel, dude, if you want to join today's fun, all you got to type listadd, squish together, space, and your Smite in-game name. You can do it and post it in Twitch or YouTube. We're broadcasting in 2K 1440 DPI on both YouTube and on Twitch. So if you're watching on Wi-Fi, you might as well watch this in that clean 2K, right? And today is going to be a giveaway stream. I'm giving away 2 Travelers Packs today. And if you didn't hear anything else, and my Reapers will tell you, if you're just lurking out there, I don't give a damn if you downloaded this game today and you just are horrible at it. Lottie dottie, anybody is welcome to play with us. We're going to win some games, we're going to lose some games, right? I don't care. It's all about having fun with our Reapers playing the game. You're going to see me get aggravating and probably grumble, but it's never at my Reaper. It's never about winning or losing. It's just usually I'm freaking aggravated at the chain CC that there was being used, or at myself for doing dumb crap. You know what I'm saying? It's toxic free environment. Anybody's allowed to play with this. Okay, with that said, it looks like asking next is Smash. Already got that. So asking, you're next. Okay, let me get you in here. Yeah, and like I said, dude,
Smile and wave, boy.
Yeah.
Smile and wave.
I'm sorry if today's has been a rant, but dude, I had to get that crap out there, dude, because I'm telling you, and yesterday was my sister's birthday, right? So I had a birthday party here at the house. If not, I was going to do a freaking pop-up stream yesterday. But I had family over yesterday, so I couldn't do nothing yesterday. Because I tell you what, man, I was like, what the hell? And then the day before yesterday, when I saw the video, I saw the video Thursday, I think it was, I was going to do a pop-up stream, but unfortunately I couldn't because I was still doing my PvP for World of Warcraft, which I still got 150,000 honor to earn by Tuesday, but I'll do that later on tonight. And then I'll be done with that crap forever. But, so yeah. So now you guys are stuck hearing the old man rant. All right, cool. Let's go again. Eek. Eek. I really hope that more content creators stand up and get their voice out there to see, so Hi-Rez can see that it's not just one person that's feeling this crunch. It's everybody. You know, everybody gets so fixated on the game and what they do, their day-to-day activities. They don't understand that it's a ripple effect. You know what I'm saying? If there's no hype behind the game, not only does the game die, but content creators that, you know, their job is their freaking game they're covering, dude. You know, the game should be thankful that somebody is devoting their livelihood to that set game. You know what I'm saying? That is their job. They're not being paid by freaking Hi-Rez. They're being paid by the content that they produce on that game that these people are being paid big money to develop. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, people forget about that you know, that other thing. So that's why you see a lot of these content creators, sometimes you see them get frustrated and mad and stuff like that because they're feeling the pinch. They're stressed the hell out, dude. Can you imagine, you know, making and I'm just gonna throw a number out there, right? Making 10 grand, 20 grand a month, getting used to making that 10, 20 grand a month, and you know, you buy a house, you put your kid in private school, you know, you have a car note or what have you. And then overnight, we're going to come out with Smite 2, and it's coming out and we're going to just do an open beta like the Boom. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden you go from making 10, 15, 20 grand. I don't know how much money these people, I'm just throwing a number out there, right? So say it's 10 grand a month, and then all of a sudden go from 10 grand a month to 1 grand a month. And most of that is from sponsors, right? And the only reason you have those sponsors right now is because of the numbers that you used to have. Guess what? You're under contract, so you can get those sponsors. But what happens when that contract is up? Guess what, buddy? You're not getting 10,000 viewers a stream anymore. Your videos are not making 100,000 views per video. So guess what? Not only are you not making the ad revenue no more, now these poor guys, their sponsors are hauling ass. They're like, dude, I mean, appreciate your work. We're not sponsoring you no more. And they start losing sponsors. You know what I'm saying? That's a catastrophic effect. Now is the kid going to have to get pulled from private? I don't know. Their kids are in private school. This is just the way I think, right? Are they going to be able to make their car note? Now their wives or husbands are stressing the hell out because they're, oh crap, I'm going to have to go get a job, just to make ends meet. And then it doesn't help here in the United States. Inflation is ridiculous right now. Ground beef went from like $6 at grocery stores like $9 to $10. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is the worst time to get screwed over like that. It's just sad. It saddens me, man. And like I said, I don't know these content creators. I don't know any content creator really. And I'm sorry if I took that from somebody because I'm not paying attention. Most of the content creators I deal with are just asking questions, whatever. I don't have like, an ongoing relationship with anybody. But it doesn't mean that I don't feel for them. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what I feel. And like I said, I'm blessed because I make money another way. I don't work. This is what I do full time. But I've gotten to a point where I make, income to live off of. My family doesn't have to worry about it for the rest of their life. I can do whatever the hell I want, live wherever I want, and I'm getting paid, and live a comfortable life. But a lot of people don't have that luxury. You know what I'm saying? Because they haven't been around long enough. They haven't lived long enough. They haven't, had real life experience, big girl jobs, where they have pensions and stuff and investments. This is their livelihood. Sad, dude. I just hope that some of these people actually, when they were hot, that they actually invested their money. That's what I really hope. And like I said, I'm thinking of making a second channel just for, I don't know, just life coaching or something. I don't know. Because I'll tell you what, had I had that channel, and this is off the grid, for you OGs that have been with me for at least 4 years, right? You remember when I used to do a YouTube stream where I used to trade stocks while I was playing video games. So you guys were actually watching me make money live, thousands of dollars a day live, while I was trading stocks, right? Because back then the stock market was very volatile. I think ICE was trading stocks at the same time. I know UK Paul was around. So I was trading those stocks and actually making good money. So like last month and the month before that, let me scroll down my chat, dude, because I'm just behind. Oh yeah, stock trading. Yeah. Remember that? I used to have the tickers up there because I used to watch as it went. Well, like last month or month before, time goes by so damn quick. I think it was last month. So I was sitting around, and you guys know, I always used to tell you, you should always invest in what you know, right? And if you are interested in investing in something that you don't know, get to know that, do the research before you invest any of your money, and never invest anything that you can't afford to lose, right? Anyways, day trading, it's not my thing. Well, it's not my thing anymore either. But as you guys know, I'm always thinking strategy. Everything I do is strategy, dude, right? So a few months ago, I was watching the news, and they were talking about how our president was really looking at being self-sufficient with chips, right? So they stopped selling NVIDIA, because NVIDIA video cards shot up in price, right? So they were talking about how they were not selling NVIDIA video cards to China. And then there's certain CPUs, silicon, they were not selling to China, that mostly AI chips, right? So I was thinking, I was like, what the hell? So I started watching the news, and I can see how our president here in the United States was talking about, and it made sense to me, right? Becoming self-sufficient in our future, right? So the United States has oil reserves, because back in the day, oil was livelihood, right? So we weren't having to while we did export oil or import oil from other countries, we always had our own reserves. So if all hell went loose and the zombie apocalypse came, we were self-sufficient. Well, I'm telling you right now, AI is the way of the future. Whether you like it or not, AI is the way of the future. And we're going to see more and more AI, things that people can't even phantom, right? We just scratched the surface. Well, a lot of these chips are made outside the United States. Right? So I was thinking, I was like, dude, what foundry do we have in the United States that even makes chips? And I couldn't find anything. There was one company that was a stock that was been beaten down for a few years that actually was building foundries in the United States. And that's the reason why they missed the AI hype train, because instead of investing in all these AI chips and stuff, they were putting a lot of money and capital into building these foundries where they can actually build their own chips, not just for them, but for customers. Unfortunately, these customers didn't come, right? Yeah. So what ends up happening was, long story short, so I started thinking, and that was Intel. Everybody knows who the hell Intel is, right? So I was like, you know what? The way the president's talking, I can see how they force people to start, manufacturing here in the States, because I think that was the Taiwan Semiconductor was already, and that's when I saw the news conference, Taiwan Semiconductor that pledged X amount billions of dollars to start to create foundries in the States, start creating stuff in the States. So I was like, Intel already has their foundries that they started building, but they stopped really building them or they halted production on them because they weren't really making money for them, right? And all hell's breaking. And that stock has been dead forever. So I ended up buying, some shares in Intel, right? And then I guess the Intel got a new CEO, right? And then our president was like, oh, hell no, that CEO needs to be out because he has ties to China or whatever. So the stock bombed even more, right? But Intel is a good company. It's a big company. And yeah, they haven't done nothing in a while, but it's not like, they're going to go bankrupt anytime soon, right? So when that dip came, I ended up, because of what the president said, and then I found out that the CEO for Intel asked to meet with the president so that he planned a trip. As soon as I heard that, I bought another stake in Intel, right? Because I could already see what was going on. He was going to go plead his case. Double kill. And I'm glad I did that, because what ended up happening was the stock was down below $23, where I bought $23 a share. It would dip down to 19, right? So then the United States actually invested, after that meeting, invested in Intel. So that was huge, right? Well, for y'all that are not in the know, guess what? NVIDIA, the #1 AI company in the world for GPUs and AI chips, just invested, like, I can't remember how much it was, like $5 billion in Intel. And now Intel is in talks with Apple and Taiwan Semiconductors for investments in Intel. So, dude, had I shared with y'all that 2 or 3 months ago, I always tell y'all, don't ever invest money on anything I say, but at least it gives you an idea to do your own research. You know what I'm saying? But my portfolio is up 51%. 51% in just, a couple of months. So, my portfolio is up more than some people make in a year in a couple of months. And that's not trying to brag or anything, but that's just trying to show you how, just having a different channel where we can just BS about stuff could help, other people get ideas on real life things that actually changes. You know what I'm saying? And second, being in the gaming world, this is going to be huge, right? Because now, since Intel has a partnership with NVIDIA, you don't be surprised if you start seeing CPUs that have NVIDIA GPU and CPU in one. And for how that's going to be big is for laptops and VR devices and anything that's handheld. You're going to start seeing smaller computers, because with that partnership, I'm just spitballing on it, right? I would not be surprised if you start seeing very powerful smaller computer devices like PlayStations, Xboxes, that have computer muscle in a small package, because being able to put that CPU and that GPU together on one die, dude, that or one chip, that'd be huge, man. And for AI purposes, that would be huge. So yeah, dude. So I got my eye on the Intel stock. I'm not gonna sell it anytime soon, but if you guys see me move again in like the next 3 or 4 years to like my in-house, you know I did good. If you guys see me eating ramen, you know I did bad, right? But I'm just excited about what the future holds, dude. Can you imagine that? And I mean, because right now AMD has APUs that, you know, they have their CPU and their GPU on one, but the graphics is garbage. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, for day-to-day stuff it's fine, but for gaming, you know, like this game can probably push it, but you're not gonna be doing no, you know, hardcore games. But AI is the way of the future, dude. I'm telling you right now. Mark my words. Even if you don't ever see me ever again, you just dipped in like, dude, this old guy's just ranting left and right today. AI is the way of the future, dude. Don't be surprised in the future with like our military that we have drones that are pretty much fighting on their own. You know what I'm saying? They're not being piloted. You got UAS systems that get launched. If an aircraft goes into our airspace, don't be surprised if you start seeing where the, you know, our Air Force can launch these drones and they dogfight themselves. They don't even have to have nobody at the wheel. Don't be surprised if you start seeing taxis, you know, that can pretty much drive themselves, buses that can pretty much drive themselves, stock market people that, stock market systems that trade on their own. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the world is going to be crazy, dude. So if you guys are in school right now, and this is just me giving you advice, dude, because I'm seeing this I'm seeing this. If you're in school right now, you definitely need to be looking at what type of AI type classes you can take, because I'm telling you right now, dude, companies like Lockheed Martin, Boeing, all these defense contractors, if you have any type of AI background, they're gonna eat you up, dude. And I'm telling you right now, somebody that used to be on the F-35 program, I actually was on the program that manufactured and built the F-35 once I got out of the military. So I worked for Lockheed. If you ever get a chance to work to Lockheed, you better run. I don't give a damn if it's as a janitor. You better get on it, dude. Because once you get your foot in the door at Lockheed or any type of defense contract like that, but I'm just talking from self-experience, the world is your oyster, dude. I mean, I'm telling you, getting your foot in is the hardest thing, but once you get your foot in, they really promote and give jobs from within. The hardest thing is to get your foot in the door. I think it took me like over 20 resumes to get in there, and the only reason I got it Lockheed is my wife was already a project manager with them, and she kind of slipped my resume to a hiring manager, you know, at the for a different program at the time. And they actually, a real person actually saw my resume. It was just these stupid bots, you know, that. But I tell you what, dude, if you have any chance ever taking any AI course, I strongly recommend that you do it. I'm telling you. And then don't forget, up here at the channel, you see that this is the tip page, Garza Gaming Channel. When you start making that big bucks, don't forget to come give me a tip and buy me a cup of coffee or something. Because for giving you that tidbit of wisdom. I've been telling my kids too, man. I told my daughter, I was like, because my daughter actually came to the birthday yesterday, my birthday party yesterday for my sister, and she works for a pretty good company right now. I mean, for this area, I would say, right? They're no Lockheed by no means, but I told her, dude, I said, dude, get it, because she's thinking of possibly, you know, expanding her horizon, and she's young. You guys know Nightwing. She used to be part of my streams when she was in college, and I told her, dude, get into. Find anything that has to do with AI and learn it now, dude. Even if it's a certificate class, do it, man. Do it. Because we just scratched the surface on that. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these games start getting developed by, you know, AI programmers. I mean, you always have to have a real person, you know what I'm saying? Because there always has to be some type of quality or, you know, some type of common sense. But don't be surprised if every lawyer you see, everybody has, you know, they do their job, but they have AI do the hard work, and then they just pretty much just fine tune, right? That's going to be pretty much for everything. I mean, that's my 2 bits on it. They was pretty much heading out free school funds for cybersecurity. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, man. Tomorrow's wars will not be fought. I personally believe it will not be fought with humans. It will be fought with AI and cyber. That's going to be tomorrow's wars, dude. Like I said, I'm not giving any top secret information, although I do have top secret information that I've had throughout the years when I was working with them things, but I'm not handing out any top secret information. This is all public record that you can go in YouTube. You can see that all the countries, not just the United States, but China, everybody is leaning towards what they call it, autonomous type of vehicles, right? So they're AI-driven vehicles. You're going to be able to launch a UAS system. It's going to be able to engage a target in the air, whether it be another UAS system or an actual piloted aircraft, and it's going to be able to fight on its own. It's going to be able to sense what's going on. The reaction of a computer will always be faster than the reaction of a human because it calculates in beyond milliseconds. I don't know what's the fastest, faster than a millisecond, but that's what they're calculating in, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you always have to have humans doing the maintenance and everything else on it. So yeah, be very careful what you guys choose as a career in the future, man. Because AI it ain't going nowhere. If anything, we just scratch the surfaces on it. They always have to be actors, right? You're not going to watch a movie that's all AI, you would think, but who knows? That could be the next thing too. I mean, it's crazy. Some of the AI videos they have on YouTube right now is ridiculous. I get tired of some of these AI fan videos that is pretty much just an AI. You can tell it's AI because it's the same voice and the same thing. They always get me with their thumbnail. I'm like, oh, that looks pretty cool. And then it's like some AI crap. I'm like, ah, dang it. They got me. They got me. But dude, I'm telling you, man, that's going to be making a lot of people a lot of money in the future. A lot of money in the future. I tell you what, I hope my stock blows up. And like I said, in full disclosure, yes, I invested in, and I'm invested in Intel. So don't go out and buy Intel right now. Do the research if you do, but just don't go buy crap just because I talk about it. I don't want anybody losing money and they'll be like, Darkgarza said to do this. No, I did not say to do that. I said I did it. Whether you do it on your own, that's on you. But I'm just letting you know, so now it's on your radar, so you can keep an eye. If you're an investor, you can keep an eye in that field. You know what I'm saying? And I used to do that with you all the time. I used to give you guys a heads up on stuff like that. Now, when I was doing the streams, I was literally day trading while I was playing Smite. I had my tickers up in the corner, and I think what was the only one I was watching? I was looking at AMC. It was a meme stock and a couple other ones. I think Carnival or something. I can't remember. It was a while ago. And I was literally trading stocks while we were playing Smite. And then at the end of the game, I'd be like, "Oh, I made $500 today. I made $3 grand today. Oh, I lost $5 grand today." You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of cool, but I won't do that again. Just because of legal reasons. But that doesn't mean I can't share not just tidbits on market stuff, but just tidbits like that, you know, life experiences with y'all. I'll start doing more of that. Maybe I'll do that on my second channel. Just look at the news, whatever. Have a section where I can ask people, you know, what do they need help with? Who knows? Maybe we can help each other out. Because there's some people that are programmers that need to have a problem with one thing, you know what I'm saying? That we might have somebody that might be able to lead them in the right direction. I don't know. I'm still on the fence. The cooking series is still coming. It is still coming. Like I said, this is my last week of PvP with World of Warcraft. I'll have my warrior at rank 14. And I don't even play a warrior. I'm just a freaking nerd. I've never played a warrior in World of Warcraft. I've been playing World of Warcraft for over 20 years. And I can tell you that World of Warcraft is a freaking abyss. But this is the last time I will ever play Classic for as long as I live. So this was my last time for the rest of my life that I could ever have the opportunity to get a rank 14 warrior. And I wanted to try a warrior. So that's why I'm doing this PvP crap. like I said, this week is my last week, and I'll finally achieve it. So that'll free up 8 to 10 hours of my life a day. So then I'm gonna start looking at doing cooking videos. And who knows, if I do some of these cooking videos, I might introduce y'all to the wife, because she might help me with those videos, because she's a really good cook. So that way I'm not just stealing her recipes, and that way it makes it a little easier. Because I might not just do videos. When I do that, I'm looking at how to do it right now. They might not just be videos. They might, yeah, that PvP, yeah, exactly. It's crazy. If I had a 9 to 5 job, or where the hell you guys working these days, there's no way in hell I could even do that for PvP. There's no way. For World of War, I couldn't play World of Warcraft. There's no way, dude. It's too much of a time crunch. There's just no way. But yeah. But yes, the Garza was what I call my gamer food series is still a go, and that will be on my channel. Like I said, I still need to finish that stew one that I started, but I never got to finish. And I know Alex has been, and a lot of other my Reapers been dying for that Reaper chili, so that'll definitely be the next one. I'll be doing steaks. I can do steaks. There's so many things that I could show you guys that it's easy to make, that you can save money. And for those that are new to our channel, the reason that cooking idea came to play was when I was in Ohio. I was spending anywhere between $1,200 to $1,600 a month on DoorDash. And because the wife was working 8 to 10 hours a day. I was doing streaming, whatever, and I just didn't feel like cooking, so we just said the hell with it. So we just always ordered in from various different restaurants. But yeah, it started getting really expensive, right? So as stuff started going further, yeah, that's a lot of DoorDash. And it was me, the wife, and Nightwing was living with me at the time, because she just got out of college and got a job at the same company that my wife was working on. My wife was able to get her a job up there in the defense industry. So yeah, we're spending like $1,600 a month on DoorDash. So what ended up happening was, when I moved back here to, I think when I moved to Florida, is when no, not the DoorDash channel. I'm not going to promote those clowns. But when I moved to Florida, I ended up buying a smoker grill, and then I just stopped using DoorDash altogether. So I started making my own ribs. I started making my own barbecues, my own steaks. Well, dude, that was actually pretty good for running my damn mouth. You guys did outstanding. Good job. You know what? Let's do our first giveaway, because I've been talking too much. But yeah, so long story short, the channel, that series will be on our gaming channel, because it's gamer food, right? It's going to teach gamers, because a lot of adult gamers, they work all day, whether it be at a 9 to 5 job, either at home or out in the real world, or they're moms and dads that stay home and watch kids. They don't have all that time. So time to game for adult gamers, or even going to young adults going to college and stuff, right? Free time is, for gaming is very hard. It's very valuable, right? It's more valuable than money for most people, right? So that's why a lot of people, they use DoorDash and stuff like that. But so I'm gonna, the whole reason behind those videos is to show you how you can make really good food very easily, very fast, while still gaming, right? So I did that one. What the hell did that happen? I didn't even hit arena. Did I hit arena? Okay, dadgummit. Okay, we do the giveaway after this one. I didn't think I hit arena. That's what happens when I run them out. But anyway, long story short, that series is going to show you guys how to make really good food that normally you order at a fraction of the cost, and then with a fraction of time. For y'all that want to see what they're more or less going to look like, I got my how to make chicken wings video already on my channel. So how to make fried chicken wings using my air fryer, and those chicken wings actually use Buffalo Wild Wings sauce, and it came out better than the Buffalo Wild Wings. I hate to say it, Buffalo Wild Wings, but mine's were better than y'all's. So that video is actually on my channel, and it took me 20 minutes to do, 15 minutes to do. I mean, I did it in a fraction of the time, and most of the time I was gaming while the stuff was cooking, because I have a grill that has a Bluetooth app on it, that when I set stuff up, I can game and I can look at my phone and it tells me how much time I got left before it's done. So I don't have to sit there watching it. So it's really cool. So I'll do stuff like that. That'll be on there. Like I said, the second channel, I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. Gaming is just getting very hard to do videos on. Especially in Smite. I love Smite. I love our community. I'm telling you right now, and I've said this 100 times, if it wasn't for our Reapers, I would have stopped doing content on Smite years ago. You all are the ones that motivate me to keep the train going. You know what I'm saying? To keep the channel going. You guys have been my motivating factor because I love spending time with you. I've made really good relationships with a lot of y'all, and a lot of y'all have been following me for years. I mean, like 5-6 years since I started. Months before, you know, there's some of y'all that have been with me like the first 3 months. I started this channel like 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably, if you ever see the channel stop, that means because something happened to me. Pretty much, I either died or got killed or something. Going a year now, believe it or not. That's awesome, dude. And I don't have a freaking moderator. I used to have a moderator. It was my daughter, Nightwing. But then she graduated. Why did I grab that? She graduated college and got a big girl job, so she couldn't do it no more. So that's why I don't have moderators. Plus, I'm not big enough for a moderator. It kind of saddens me sometimes because I miss stuff that you guys post in the chat because the chat goes so fast. And then later I watch the VOD after the fact and I'm like, oh shit, they asked me this or they asked me that. And I feel bad because I didn't answer it. It wasn't that I was ignoring you. It's just that I got one of my tangents and I just missed it. So every now and then I try to look back to make sure and see if I can catch something I missed. But in the future, we grow a lot more, then I'll probably get a moderator. Who knows? Maybe I'll ask for a volunteer from our audience to be a moderator of some of our OG Reapers. It's not like I can pay anybody. And see, that's another thing too, dude. Because like things like content creators like Weak3ns and stuff like that. This is what another thing that pisses me off. Those poor guys, they don't edit their own videos. I do everything myself. I do my graphics. I edit my videos, my memes, my AI, everything you see, stuff like this, that incorporating into it, and then making something that has something like this, where it has my face on it, like that. I did all that. You know what I'm saying? I had to teach myself how to do that because I'm not a programmer, and then how to tailor that stuff, right? A lot of these big guys, they make in the cloud. They hire people to do that. Yeah, they hire people to do that for them, right? So they have other people depending on them for money. So imagine how they feel when they have to lay people off because they can't afford to keep them. It's like, dude, I know you've been, working for me for like the last 4 freaking years, but the channel is just not making the money it used to anymore. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to let you go, or I'm gonna have to pay you less money. You know what I'm saying? That's a gut-wrenching feeling for an employer to have to give their employee, right? I mean, it's the risk of doing what we do, right? But that's just like people, a lot of people in chats and a lot of people in the audience don't think about that. There's ripple effects. So when you see these people get mad at the game because they feel they're not being managed right, or can be managed a lot better, that's why they get frustrated when somebody laughs at them about drops. Because to them it's not funny. They're not trying to get crap for themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's the ripple effect. It's the community, the people that depend on them that edit for them. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that a lot of these content creators, and especially if I had people when I was in the military, I didn't care about myself. I cared about my soldiers and their families. That's what I cared about. Any NCO would do that. Any NCO worth their weight in salt always put their soldiers first. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these content creators are the same way. They build relationships, friendships, the families with a lot of people that work for them, man. So it's very saddening. They're like, oh crap, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make rent, but hell, now this poor guy, he might not make his car payment because I'm gonna have to cut his funds. You know what I'm saying? It's just a ripple effect. I mean, it is what it is, but that's how I think anyway. So that's why I've never hired anybody to do anything for me. One, because I can't afford it. My channel doesn't make anything. I think I make like 100 through YouTube. I think the channel makes like 100, 200 bucks every other month. Because you got to make at least 100 bucks a month to even get paid. Believe it or not, one stream from with like one good stream where we have a very generous donor or tipper like Alex and UK Paul and the list can go on, would make me more money than the YouTube channel did in a whole month. That's why I really put more emphasis into streaming back in the day. Now, back in the day, it was a different story. I was making a lot more money back then because I was pumping 3 videos a day, every day for like 3 or 4 years straight, right? Because there was content to pump videos on. But dude, ever since this damn change to Smite 2, man, it's my income from content has flatlined. Dude, I did 1,000 subs on YouTube in my first 6 months of my channel. I think 3 years in, I was up to 5,000 subscribers. Here I am 5 years later, and I haven't even broke 6,000 subscribers yet. Why? Because the lack of interest in the freaking game, lack of interest in that, the lack of possible content I can make that would be interesting to people. Therefore, the channel stagnant. I mean, I would have never been stupid enough to quit my day job, to go full-time YouTube without YouTube actually, making the same I was making my day job, which if that happened, I'd be at the weekend level, or actually I'd be at the Mr. Beast almost level, right? Because I tell you what, as I told y'all before, if you ever get a chance to work for Lockheed, you better do it, because even at the peak of my channel, if I was one day at Lockheed, I could punch in, and the money I made from the minute I punched in to lunchtime was more money than my channel could make in an entire year, just in those first 6 hours at work. I'm telling you, defense contracting money is good money, and then the retirement's really good. I mean, I didn't get as much as the retirement. I got my retirement from the military more than them, but I did get a huge, for the time I spent with them, a huge retirement package. So, yeah, dude. So thank God I had, and then I did investments and stuff. So I was able to, my channel is just something I do. I want to start making good money with it, but just, there's not a big enough hook for me. And there hasn't been really, because I don't play Conquest. And I wasn't going to play Conquest just to make money. Last week, I tried watching a how-to video on Conquest just to see. I ain't gonna lie to you, dude. I literally, I'm not even exaggerating. I fell asleep watching it because I was watching in bed, watching TV, and I woke up. One of my earbuds was on the ground. I literally fell asleep watching it. It was so damn boring. So I don't know what to tell you. I think that's just one of those modes that if I try to take it seriously, I'm gonna have to actually try to play it instead of trying to learn it. I just learn it on the fly and go that way. Maybe I'll get some of my Reapers to help me. Because Conquest is just so damn boring to me, dude. But I mean, it is what it is. But that's one of the reasons my channel didn't get bigger, I think, than it is, because Arena is one of the hardest modes to build a channel on. My channel, believe it or not, is a freaking unicorn. The fact that we even have 5,000 subs on YouTube, and it was all pretty much developed on freaking Arena, it's a miracle, dude. Do you know how many people try to start, Arena channels and fail? They give up because for them the effort wasn't worth the time, or the time wasn't worth the effort, wasn't worth the money, right? And I can see it. I can see it. Because, dude, there's times when I spend like 2 days on a video, dude, and I'm like, oh, this video is going to be freaking awesome. And then it gets like 700 views, and it's like, what the hell? And then I'll do a video which is just literally me clipping game footage, and it gets like 7,000 views. It's like, what the crap? So it's like, it's disheartening to put all that time and effort into something that turns out in ways to be a waste of damn time, really. And like right now, my most watched video is a Power World video I did on how to add mods to your Power World game. I did it like 2 or 3 years ago. Right now, that's my top video. It's been blowing up. It's like, what the hell? I did like, oh, I didn't even know Power World was still a thing. But out of the 750 YouTube videos I did for Smite, that's my top. And I only did maybe 2 Power World videos in my whole history of my channel. and that's the one that's popping off. That goes to show you, if I really, really wanted to do it just for the money, I just go find another game, right? But I really have my fingers crossed that Smite 2 is going to be a thing, because I enjoy playing with you guys Arena. I really do. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Remember, Garza, conquest matches can last for hours. Yeah, I know, man. I know. That's another thing that really has me turned off to it. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of the things that definitely has me turned off to it. But like I told y'all before, you know, once Smite 2 comes out, I have to give every mode at least one chance to see if it hooks me, especially if it's something that might help to grow the channel. Because we need to grow, man. We can't stay stagnant forever, right? Sooner or later, I'm going to get burnt out. Not with you guys, but with the game as a whole, right? So I have to find something that I enjoy doing. But like today, right? I've been running my mouth this whole damn stream, and I know some of you are like, dude, would you shut the hell up already, right? I don't know what the hell I did. I've literally been playing on autopilot and don't have a clue what the hell I've been doing or what's been going on in this match right now. I don't even know if anybody says anything in the chat. I just been lollygagging. But I've played this game for so long, and I'm at a skill level where my body's just on autopilot, dude. I'm just like, whatever. My body's just on autopilot. So that goes to show you how much time I've invested in this game, right? So that's why I don't want to have all that time be in vain. I really want to see this game pan out. And who knows, man? Maybe next year or year after next, they come out with a mode that's like super fun that we enjoy. In addition to freaking Arena, right? Or maybe they come out with something cool. Now I enjoy listening. It's all good. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Well, I don't know how much they're making, right? Well, this is the thing too. How much a company makes a year doesn't really mean nothing. It's how much profit they make that year that means something, right? Because a company can make 300 million a year, right? But if they're losing 500 million a year, even, you know, after it's said and done, then, you know, they're losing money. They're not making crap, really. So the question is how much profit. And I'm telling you right now, there's no company in the world, and this is, like I said, just me talking, that will lay off anybody if their company was banging, right? They would double down. And I said this way back when. You guys remember? Because I have life experiences, dude. I've seen things. And life is like video games. You can see the patterns. You see it evolving. You can see how they're going to use CC, right, in real life. You see it, and to me, it's like watching a movie you've already seen. And I told you guys this a long time ago. When I started seeing the first line of firings, I knew there was something up. And I told you, when companies start hemorrhaging money, the first thing they do as a fundraiser to gain capital is they start cutting the fat. So if they had, you know, 6 people doing this job, they're going to see if they can get away with doing it with 3. And if they can get away with doing it with 3, they're going to fire 3 people. Because now they just made instant capital. They made the instant profit or instant more money, you know, a month. And I started seeing that. And no company that's making money shoots themselves in the foot and starts firing the people that are making them that money. Unless they have to, right? No company, especially a small company like Hi-Rez, that actually have people that build relationships, I would think, anyway. Just like I said, this is me talking out of my ass. We're just going to go off and start firing people, right? It just doesn't make sense unless they're really hurting. And it's their last-ditch effort to save something. Because I'm telling you right now, and I've been saying this for the last 2 years, I don't have insight to their financials. I don't know what the hell's going on at Hi-Rez. But I personally think that if Smite 2 does not deliver, if Smite 2 dies, Hi-Rez is screwed. Hi-Rez, I think, will either go bankrupt or cease to exist. That's my personal opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think so. They're pretty much in it to win it, dude. It's either do or die for a lot of these individuals. Now, will these people get hired somewhere else? Of course they will. You know what I'm saying? You saw it. Learn Me, I think, went to that other game. What the hell is it called? You guys just talked about it in stream. Predecessor. I think she went to Predecessor. I think I could be wrong, but I think I heard in the last Titan Talk, or no, it wasn't Titan Talk. It was in that freaking weekend video that Isaiah is no longer with Hi-Rez. If you guys know yay or nay, let me know, dude. I mean, not that it really matters, but just for my own knowledge. But that blew my mind because he was like the face of freaking these Titan Talks, and it's kind of weird that I haven't seen him in a while. But I know that they said they had a lot of people that were on vacation, so I hope that's not the case. But hell, I just saw him in a Titan Talk not too long ago, so I don't know. Maybe I heard him wrong. But dude, man, people just keep on getting laid off or leave the project that are like freaking, you know, key faces. You know, they were key to interacting not just with the Smite community, but with the content creators, right? I can tell you, as a content creator, a lot of the people that were dealing with us in the way of, you know, their Discord or what have you, a lot of them are gone. And I didn't really have a big relationship with any of them. I mean, I'd have questions here and there, and I'd have people answer, you know, my questions, you know, and it's always the same people that did it. And they were pretty quick at getting back to me. But realistically, dude, people like Weak3ns and stuff like that, they're bigger guys, they pretty much had their go-to guy, and from what I understand, those people are gone. And when you got a big content creator, like, and I hate saying his name again, but I can't help it, you know, whether I know the guy or not, or I like the guy or not, he is the biggest creator there is for Smite. When he doesn't even get freaking, when he doesn't even get, what the hell just happened? When he doesn't even get free diamonds and stuff, that's crazy, dude. Okay, no, everything's still working. You guys are still seeing it, right? Okay, there it goes. Oof. Must have went to a commercial or something. Because I saw all my viewers just go to 0 all of a sudden. I was like, oh crap, don't tell me this thing took a crap on me. Yeah, things, like I said, man, things are a lot. So, with that said, if you guys ever interact with other content creators, I mean, to me, you guys know I don't give a damn what people say in my comments. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's positive, but if it's negative, I just delete it. I don't care. People are like, oh, free speech. Well, free delete too, bitch. But if you guys ever interact with these guys, whether you like them or not, just keep in mind that this is their livelihoods. They have families, they have children, you know, wives, children, mortgages and stuff like that. So it's not that they're just bitching, it's they're scared. They're freaking scared. You know what I'm saying? And I understand. These people are real life. It's very easy for people to see these videos or these streams and they just see the persona that's on screen. They forget that that's a real person. This is not AI. It's a real person with real feelings, real worries, you know what I'm saying? So when you see these people in these streams and they start crap and then their comments starting crap like, oh, you're just trying to get free stuff, all this and that. It's like, dude, it has nothing to do with getting free stuff. I'm sure the guy makes enough money where he can buy his own crap. Saying it's like, what are you talking about, you freaking clown? And a lot of times it's just trolls, but it just blows my mind, dude. People just don't get it. And you guys know I can't stand toxic people, and I've been saying this since day one of my videos, my channel. From day one, that was my thing. It's toxic free environment. I cannot stand toxic people. That's why I started my Discord. I started my Discord because I got so tired of seeing such toxic people out in the world, and not just Smite, but any other game, that I wanted to build a place where people can go and find like-minded people to be able to play games with it that were not toxic, right? People that were just tired and had the same, you know, the same freaking aggravation of seeing all these toxic people. And I tell you what I didn't even know what the hell Discord was, dude. Nightwing had to help me with. I didn't know what the hell Discord was. And now we have a Discord community of like over 500 people, with like anywhere between 90 to 100 people on at any given time. Of course, only like 3 or 4 people ever talk, but they're in there, and they, you know, they see posts and stuff. That, to me, that's amazing, dude. So that goes to show me that, you know, there's still some really adamant good people still in the world, right? In the gaming world, that is. Because that's why I used to tell people, man, you never know what people are going through. A lot of people play Smite, or they might play World of Warcraft, whatever, to get away from reality. You don't know if somebody died in their family that day, or they don't know if they had a hard day at work. You don't know if somebody broke up with them. You don't know if a child died. You never know what's going on in that person's mind. You know what I'm saying? So they go and play a game just to relax and just to escape a while. And then you got some freaking toxic nerd that's just being an ass to them, you know, and just shitting on them. And in the game that they're trying to escape that from real life. You know what I'm saying? And you never know, man. That could be enough to push them over the edge where they do something drastic. You know what I'm saying? You never know. That's what I say, man. People are just... I can't stand people that are toxic, man. Can't stand it. I see all that negativity in real life. I don't need it in my gaming world. That's why I will delete people in a heartbeat. Not just from my Discord, but from my channels. I don't care how much they donate. To me, the money's not worth it. The peanuts, you know what I'm saying? And luckily, we've not really had an issue like that. We had a couple knuckleheads. In the 5 years, I think we probably had maybe 3 or 4 knuckleheads, but they got dealt with instantly. And of course, people that are big, like Weak3ns, them, they have tens of thousands, 100,000, so it's harder for them, but they got moderators. So if I ever got that big and I got moderators, I'd still be zero tolerance for toxicity. And people can scream, oh, freedom of speech all they want. Yeah, you got freedom to shut the hell up too. You got freedom of treating people with respect too, right? So I got freedom of X-nating you from my damn channel. And don't watch my videos. If I delete you because you're toxic, don't watch my videos. Yeah, I'll gatekeep. You're not allowed to watch my videos. I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? And luckily, we haven't had that issue. But I love what we created. Our community is so awesome, dude. Really awesome people. And I've enjoyed sharing y'all's life. You know, we had, you know, somebody that joined the army. And he went to Camo, you know, and I got to talk with him for a while. We had firefighters, we've had teachers, we've had freaking nurses, you know, it's just amazing. We had people from India, Japan, Australia, the UK, and people watching us from all over the world. It's freaking awesome, dude. Stuff like that is what makes me want to keep the channel going. You know what I'm saying? Just where else could you meet people from the other side of the world like that, you know, and actually get to know them like that? That's awesome, dude. Freaking awesome.
Your team has 10 tickets remaining.
I just realized how close this game was. Give me my freaking ult. Boom, baby, boom. I told you, dude, I'm telling you right. Have you ever driven somewhere in a car and you're driving, and then you're like, oh shit, how did I get here? It's just, it feels like you were driving and then it just like, it almost feels like you fell asleep. And then all of a sudden you're like somewhere else and you're like, holy crap, you don't remember anything that happened from the minute you got in the car to that point. That's how today's stream's been, dude. I don't even know what gods I've played. My body has literally been on autopilot. I've never ranted this much in any stream in my life. That goes to show you how freaking irate I've been over the last couple of days. And you guys are just sharing in it. Highway hypnosis, yeah, that's what I got. Okay, let's do a giveaway, man, before I get up on my soapbox again. Okay, I'm not keyed in. There's no game keyed in. Okay, so let me bring up. You know what? I'm gonna give away that. Where's that? This is what we're giving away today. For those that are just joining us, right? So we're gonna be giving away this Traveler's Pack. That comes, I don't know what the hell does it even come with. Oh, it comes with this color car right here. What are these? These are award skins. So we're gonna give away this, and we're gonna give away this freaking awesome skin. You know I had to buy the white tiger one because the white tiger one looks cool as hell. So I already bought it. So we're gonna give him this away today, right? To one lucky reaper. So I guess we'll start with this. Does anybody even like these? I mean, let me put it this way. If you want a chance of winning this, you're gonna get a code. So it can work both on console or on PC, right? If you want a chance at winning this, go ahead and type in the chat right now 300. 300 if you want a chance at winning this Traveler's Pack, right? Who knows? Words might be worth something for us in the future. If anything, you get a pumpkin, so it can get you that was their name, Bella skin, and that freaking chalk skin. So this, to me, the pumpkin was more important than anything else. So if you're looking at getting one of those two skins, then that might be important. Or if you play Conquest, it might be important, because all you need is 4 skins for this, 4 pumpkins for this skin, and this skin is pretty awesome. But 300 if anybody wants a chance of getting that Traveler's Pack. Nobody wants that Traveler's Pack. Yeah, and I knew it wasn't gonna be too popular. Oh, we got one person. We got 2 people. Okay, so here's another thing too. Because of the fact that I've been running my mouth for so long. On YouTube, I stream in 2K. I stream in 1440, right? That's what I stream in. Almost every other streamer streams in 1080p, right? The reason this is important, well, obviously for definition, right? We're in high def, but because I stream in 1440, YouTube has to buff my stream a lot more. So what ends up happening is when an ad pops up on YouTube, right, and you click skip ad, a lot of the time it has to catch up on the buffing. So what happens is it starts off from what it was buffing before the ad, and then it leaves off with what it was buffing, before the ad, after the ad's done. So a lot of times you're watching me and I'm like, okay, type 300 in the freaking chat, but realistically you're like 30 seconds to a minute behind. We're in the future now. So then you type in 300 and I'm in the middle of a game and I see 300 pop up. I was like, dude, we gave that away like a minute ago, right? That's something I have no control over. So when we're doing these giveaway streams, if you have an ad that pops up, I would suggest if you're on computer, from what I understand on phone it's not as bad, but on computer is really bad. Or if you watch me on TV, sometimes it's bad. Refresh your browser. I guess on TV, I don't know. Computer for sure, I know, because I can see myself and I'm behind, right? I'm still talking about some other crap. So refresh your browser after every ad, so you're on the latest and greatest. Because the last thing I want is for me to say 300 if you want this, and next thing you know we give it away, and then I say 300, come over there, and it breaks my heart, right? To say, dude, we already gave it away. So that's that. And for y'all that are new to my channel, paid members, whether it be a paid member on YouTube or paid member on Twitch, get 2 entries on any giveaway I do. Regular followers with extra subscriber get 1 entry. So you don't have to pay to play, but if you are a paid member, you double your chances of winning, right? And that's just being a member or a subscriber. Subscribers on YouTube, they're called members, and members on YouTube, on Twitch are called subscribers. So there's that. And I don't care if it's a Prime sub or regular sub. It doesn't. A sub is a sub to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why content creators talk about them being different, because they get paid different, but to me it's the same, dude. I'm thankful to get you to come to the stream. If I can get a sub or something like that, that's gravy, man. I really appreciate that too. And believe it or not, the money I make from my channels go back into my channel. You know what I'm saying? All my equipment I've bought has been with the money I've made, over the years with my channel. Granted, sometimes I had to fork over a little bit in advance from my pocket, because a freaking switchboard that costs like $1,000 or something. But later on, I put that money back with the money I made from the channel. So I appreciate that a lot. All right, enough jibber jabber. Let's get this party started. Vibes. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. I just hope that if Smite doesn't get their ass in gear, that we at least get another cool game in the next year. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, dude, there's really nothing out there I enjoy playing. If you guys ever come across something you guys not only enjoy playing but enjoy watching, please let me know. Put it in the description. Any of my videos, come to my Discord and tell me. Hell, DM me direct. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm always on the lookout for a new game. Doesn't mean I'm going to quit Smite. Doesn't mean I'm not going to quit Smite. But I'm always on the lookout for a new game. Because you guys have, you know, having all those eyes and ears out there works into my benefit. But dude, I haven't seen anything. Every now and then I'll play something like Rivals or something just to break the monotony. But there's nothing really out there that I can see that I can do content on, really. All right. Oh, I just put Olivia in. Olivia, did you want on this? And I just saw that you said that's crazy. I've just been running off, not paying attention. Okay, I'll take Olivia off if she didn't put herself in. There we go. All right, 300 was the number. We got Ice, which is a paid member. We got Vibes. We got Smash. And that's it. And keep in mind, if you win this Traveler's Pack, yes, you can still roll on the skin. The only caveat is if you win the skin, then this one goes back into the pile and it gets given away again, right? So that's how it works. So yes, even if you win this, you can still roll on the other one. You're not screwed out of rolling on another prize. It's just you can only walk in with one prize. That way we keep it fair so everybody has more of a chance of winning something, right? And this pumpkin thing is pretty much the biggest thing for me. I mean, these things are pretty cool, but when the hell am I going to use a freaking ward, right? But okay, so I got everybody. I don't have any blank spaces, so let me go ahead and shuffle it because I've already talked too damn much. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Jonathan, I got in here, right? Yeah, okay. Shuffle, shuffle. Okay, here we go. Here we go for the freaking Traveler's Pack here. And the winner is Smash. Smash, you are the winner. And like I said before, if you didn't hear anything else about my giveaways, know this. If you ever win anything on my giveaways, you got 24 hours to contact me via my Discord to claim your prize. Failure to contact me via my Discords will forfeit your prize and then we'll give it away at a later date. Has that happened in the past? Yes, it has. Did I feel bad for those people? Yes, I did. Did they get extra time? Unofficially, yeah, I gave them an extra day and they still didn't contact me, so I didn't feel that bad because I bent over backwards for them. But that doesn't mean I'm going to do that for everybody. So, all right, so let me put Smash on here on the cart. I mean, and if you ever need an invite to my Discord, all you gotta do is type !! Discord in either of my chats and you'll get an invite link. And keep in mind, my Discord is not a Smite Discord, is a gaming Discord. So if you're looking for cool people to play from all around the world on any game, I don't give a damn if it's battle chess. You know what I'm saying? Any game you're looking for somebody to play with, come in our Discord and say, hey, I'm playing this game. Or if you don't see the game on the side and you want me to add a chat for that set game, let me know and I'll add it. Most of the games I have in my Discord, I don't even play, but my Reapers do. You know what I'm saying? So I put a place for them to find cool people to play with. All right, congrats on that. Enough jibber jabber. Who's next on the list? Let's keep this train going. Dude, I can't believe how much I've been jabber jawing today. It is what it is. Okay, we got Asking was already in here. Okay. So we had Jonathan. Jonathan, did you still want in? Because it just says bye, Jonathan. But I don't know what your Smite in-game is, dude. Which one is your Smite in-game name? Because you just put nothing. Okay, cool. I got you right here. All right, so we got room for one more if anybody wants in. I wanted to try Zablanc today. I don't have a build for him, so I'm going to have to put a bit. But that's no problem, brother. But I want to try that Zablanc guy today. asking, did you leave, or I don't want to accidentally not continue with. I don't see you here though. So, all right. So let me check out this before we go any further, because I've already been jibber jabbering too damn much. Osiris is coming October 7th. So hell, that's a week from now, right? Yeah, that's gonna be a week. So that's not this Tuesday. Next Tuesday we get Osiris, which tells me that PTS for him is probably gonna be this week if it hasn't already happened. And I don't give a damn about Osiris, but they said in the Titan Talk that they were thinking about sneaking in the female god that they're going to release after Osiris as a sneak peek. So if that's the case, I'm going to check out the PTS. Again, I don't care about Osiris, but I want to see who that female god is. Because if it's Discordia, I'm going to be super happy because I want Discordia in this game. If it's Nox, I'll be happy. I know some people have been waiting for Scotty, but me personally, even though I want Discordia so bad, I think it's going to be Daji, to tell you the truth. How about they sneak in King Arthur? Dude, they already said a million times that King Arthur is so difficult that you probably won't even see him this year. I mean, they've already said it a couple times. They didn't write him off altogether, but I won't be surprised if you don't see King Arthur until first quarter next year. Okay, so let me look at this guy's ability real quick. So stack requires more damage dealt gain. Each stack requires more damage dealt to gain the next stack. So you get strength, intelligence, blah 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 blah. Okay. Maybe someone. No, I don't think we're gonna get a new god for that female god. I think that female god is gonna be a is gonna end up being somebody from Smite 1. I'm pretty much 99% sure it's gonna be a ported god from Smite 1. But who? I don't know. I'm really hoping it's gonna be freaking Discordia. All right, so what has got this? His branching bola, splitting projectiles. It's pretty much like Smite 1. Hitting enemy effects by poison darts cause the split projectiles to affect enemies with a diminished debuff. Mana consumed per basic attack. Mana is consumed per basic attack. Split attacks proc item hit effects for 40. Oh, that's pretty cool. So when he throws a bola, he has something like size. I don't even know what the size equivalent is to here to Smite 2. It'll proc those passive damages. So that's kind of cool. But it's only at 40%. No, dude, how would that work with the Obsidian's bow, right? Would you look at like extra arcs? That'd be crazy, right? Okay, so he's pretty much the same on that. What is this? So it looks like his poison scales higher with intellect, but only by 10%. But damage scaling per tick is pretty higher with intellect. That's interesting, man. You know what? I'm not going to play this guy right now. I'll do some research on him, and then we'll play him at the next stream, because I can see he's going to be a little bit more complex than I anticipated. Let me go ahead and start another game before we start losing all of our viewers for me ranting. We're going to get GTA 6 before we get King Arthur. I wouldn't doubt it. I'm surprised we don't already have GTA. I don't even play GTA, but I know a lot of people have been wanting to see it. Now, ability just increases damage once it hits the target. The basic splits into 2 and spreads out. Because we got Aladdin, think we got to get Jafar. I don't see why not, right? It's in the same pantheon. Oh. Cancel. Thank you, Ice, for getting my attention. Cool. Good stuff. That'd be cool though. I mean, add Jafar. That's Pantheon, right? Because they have King Arthur and they got Merlin and they got, what's his name, Mordred? Or Mordred, right? Yeah, I always want to say Maligan for some reason. Or is it vice versa? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. But that's all the same pantheon. I'm surprised they didn't come out with Robin Hood, dude. They've been talking about Robin Hood for like years. Years they've been talking about Robin Hood. And the passive for the Robin Hood they were talking about was kind of cool. Whereas I guess on a kill or whatever, you can take money from the person you kill, and it gives it to your nearest ally that's poor, has less money than you. But if you have less money, then it stays with you. But it gives it to the party member that has less money. That was a pretty cool little concept. I don't know if that was a Smite concept, but that's a concept that I saw. You know what? You guys pick what you want. I'll play whatever. That was a concept that was put through the community, and I thought it was a pretty cool little concept. Dude, they need to get some of that AI to help them with porting some of these gods over, right? Get some kind of AI software. AI is so big right now. Get them to help with the game. Help them to port. I don't know if it's that simple, but okay. So looks like we need what? You know who I haven't played in a long time was Cupid. Well, we got okay. Never mind. I'm gonna play another mage then, because I'm not gonna play it. I think that'll work out better. I'll play Noir. That'll work. 3 mages is fine. If you play that hunter, 3 mages is fine. We should be good.
Gears hot.
If not, blame it on me.
Let's cause some beautiful
But I'm not gonna play a freaking melee with as much change CC as we have with me running my mouth, not paying attention. It's not gonna happen. Oh, we got 2 people with the Reaper borders. That's right. Ice had it before I did. It took me forever to get that. Holy crap. So if you're looking to get that Reaper edge, right? You get it by getting Thanatos to rank 5 or rank 10, right? You can play against AI and you still get credit towards that. So if you want to grind it out and don't want to play Thanatos against chain CC teams and get frustrated, when you're bored, you can just play against AI bots, and it gives you, as of right now, until they change it, will give you credit towards that. If that's all you want is that border. That's what I did. I'm not going to lie. That's all I did. I played a couple matches with them, and then I was like, screw this. And then I just played against AI. I would recommend that if you're going to do that, unless you really have a lot of time on your hands, I would not do that until they have those double XP days. When they have those double XP days, that's when you want to do it, because that's when you can get the biggest bang for your buck. If not, dude, you're going to be playing bots forever. It's going to be boring and it's going to burn you out. But whoever get those double XP days, that's when you want to do it. That's what I did. Hopefully people from Smite don't hear me and then end up changing it. Oh crap, we didn't know you can do that. So that's my unofficial Reaper border. Yeah, they had it in red, it'd be awesome. And for y'all that didn't know, I am planning on having a Halloween stream. And yes, I plan on donning my Reaper outfit. I will be coming in full Reaper gear. I had enough of my Reapers say, hey, we want you to do your Reaper gear, so I'm going to do it. So yes, I'll be putting on the costume for my... Now, as every other Halloween stream I've done, I'll wear it as long as I can until I start overheating, and then I'll have to take off the helmet or the mask because it gets hot in that thing. But yeah, that should be interesting. And for y'all that have never seen my Reaper costume, it's freaking awesome. It's a costume I actually had made. It's made by a company that does costumes for movie productions. So it's really, really cool. And all you got to do is look at some of my old videos. You'll see what I'm talking about. In fact, I think back in the day, I used to actually try doing shorts. I might have had in some of my shorts too. Shorts are a waste of money. I mean, it's a waste of time, to tell you the truth, for YouTube. They made zero money. So they were wasting my time, so I stopped doing shorts very, very early. That mine? No, that's theirs. And then for Christmas, you know, we're going to have to bring back Reaper Claws. So I'll probably do Reaper Claws for Christmas too. I saw you coming. Dude, I need to learn how to play that, what's her name? Hakati or Hecate? I think her name's Nick. I think it's pronounced Hecate. I need to learn how to play her, dude, because that set and forget it thing that she has, that just looks so freaking strong. That looks super strong. And you know what? Hecate has been out for a long time now, so why I haven't tried her? I think I tried her once or twice, but why I'm not trying to get good with her, I don't know, dude. It's just because I haven't had time. I've been putting too much time in World of Warcraft, and that's going to end this week, dude. Like I said, starting next week, I'll just be... Naxxramas comes out on Thursday, so this week I just got to get a tune for Naxxramas, and after I do that, and for y'all that don't know what I'm talking about, it's Chinese, so don't worry about it. It's just I have to do something in order to be able to get into a big raid that's coming out next Thursday. And once I get a tune, which I should be able to get a tune by Monday, all I'm going to be doing is my World of Warcraft raids are in the afternoon, so at like 8 o'clock Central in the afternoon, and I don't stream my World of Warcraft content because that's what I use for my fun, you know, my relaxing is what I use. I play World of Warcraft to relax. I didn't want to turn it into a job. That's why I don't do World of Warcraft content. So, but starting next week, like I said, I'm just going to free up 8 to 10 hours of my life. So I'll be able to devote more time into Smite. I'll start playing more on my time, not on stream, but on my time, which will end up on stream, right? Start playing more of these gods and getting better with them. Guys I normally don't play, like Hecate, right? Because I think she looks really cool. I just haven't had a chance to really learn her yet. But once I do, baby, you know it's gonna be on like Donkey Kong. Yeah, I saw you trying to creep. I saw him try to creep. This crew has a lot of CC, dude. But we got CC too, so I guess I can't complain. But I gotta pay attention. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna try X first time in 2. Oh, Zeblanc, you mean? I gotta try. He was my Zeblanca was my worst. I don't want to say my worst. My least played. Him and Olar were my least played hunters. And it's not because I thought that they were weak in Smite 1, is because they didn't fit my playstyle. I just didn't feel like I could get good with them. The kit just didn't work well with me for my playstyle. So because there were too many other hunters that just worked better for my playstyle. So I really didn't learn those two guys very much. I didn't really play them very much, especially Olar. Olar, you guys know I got damage to my hand. I only got like 80%. On both hands, really. I got 80% movement on my hands because of injuries in the past. So playing gods like Olar or King Arthur physically hurt after a while because of all the damn clicking and changing. So I can't play them too much or they'll physically start hurting for me. Because I tell you what, I've seen some Olar players that were ridiculous, dude. I hated playing against them. And Zeblanca, right? There's some really strong Zeblanca players. You used to beast Cupid, yeah, dude. I used to destroy with Cupid. I need to get back on it, dude. I'm telling you, Smite 2 is. I don't care what anybody says. Smite 2 is different from Smite 1. The aiming is different. There's more Kentucky windage that I have to use in Smite 2 for some reason, and I don't know if it's because of the better graphics. There's a little bit of a delay, and the more I play, as you guys been seeing, the more I play, the better I'm getting at my aim. So I think once I start playing like I used to, where I used to be playing almost every day, I'll get my aim, I'll fine tune better, and then I'm gonna start being able to do better with my gods like Cupid and New Wong. You know, all my regular, like, you know, getting my Cuckoo ult. My Cuckoo ults come a long way since I started playing Smite 2. In Smite 1, I was really good, but Smite 2, dude, I felt like I was hitting it like only like 75% of the time of that, right? But I've gotten a lot better now. And that's just gonna come with playing the game. I should have never started playing World of Warcraft because I knew how much of a time gap it did, it's like a warp of your time, dude. But the fact of the matter is, they had an anniversary server for Classic that started, and it was all the old school, like when World of Warcraft first started. It was all the dungeons, starting from day one with all the dungeons. And when I first started playing World of Warcraft 20 years ago, I couldn't take it too seriously because I was in the military and I deployed a lot to Iraq and other places, so I couldn't devote time for raids and stuff. So I missed a lot of content that I was able to enjoy this time around. To be able to see that content that I missed out on, over the years, made it worthwhile for me. So that's why I did it. But after this, I'll never play Classic ever again. And people say, oh, you can never say never. Yeah, I can say never. You'll never see me do PvP in World of Warcraft for rank 14 ever again. I can tell you 100,000% ain't happening. It's the biggest pain in the ass and time freaking dump you could ever think of. Normal people that have day-to-day jobs, there's no way they can do it, dude. I literally was devoting 8 to 10 hours a day to get that done. And it usually takes me about a month, if not longer, to do it per god. And I did it, per character, and I did it for 3 characters. I did it for my main, because my main is a hunter. I play a hunter. I did it for a paladin because I'm stupid. And then I did it for a warrior just because I wanted to see if I can do it for a warrior. And once I got started, it became a project, and then I just wanted to finish it. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, but like I said, after this week, that's it. My guy will be rank 14. I can start devoting more time to my other channel. I'm going to do another channel here soon. My cooking videos, Smite more than anything. Just YouTube as a whole, really. Like I said, Twitch is not really... don't get me wrong. I love my people that see me on Twitch and whatever, but Twitch is really not my big push as much as YouTube is, right? So I need to start pushing out those YouTube videos, because for some reason, if something ever happens to me, I get to a point where, like you guys saw when I had that Bell palsy, like what, last month or month before, where half my face got paralyzed. Obviously, if half my face is paralyzed, I'm not going to do streams, right? Because luckily, when I started doing those streams, although my face was half paralyzed, I was still able to talk. But for the first couple of weeks of that, I couldn't talk. And I thought I had a stroke, to tell you the truth, but it wasn't a stroke. As you guys can see, I got my movement back in my face, right? But my YouTube videos were still out there, and they're will always be out there until YouTube no longer pushes them or YouTube no longer exists, right? Whereas if I only did streaming on Twitch, that's it. I was done, son. My channel's over. Because if I can't stream, I cease to exist. So that's why I like YouTube better than I do Twitch. So that's why early on I decided that YouTube was my home, and it will always be my home unless something happens in the future that changes the landscape of streaming, right? So yeah, you're gonna see me do a lot more videos. A lot more videos. And God forbid, the day ever comes where I cease to exist, my videos will live forever. So my kids and their kids will ever see their great grandpa, right? We're solidified in history, baby. But that's kind of cool too. I mean, hell, you guys can see me age just with my videos. You started on my first video, which I believe was a Himdalar video. Dude, if you want to see the history of the channel, go to my channel and go to the very first video I did, which was a train wreck. Dude, I look like a mess. It was a Himdalar video, I remember, because I was trying to learn how to do this OBS, and you can see how the channel just transitioned. Then I got my, my iconic Reaper intro. Then I got my icons. Then I got my memes. You saw that my camera got better, my mic got better, my streaming got better. The quality of the videos got better. I started learning the program, so you can see it develop over time. It's pretty cool. Me speaking on camera got better, because I tell you what, dude, anybody that's ever streamed before or even did videos, when you're not used to being on camera, right? You're not used to, because I'm literally in a room talking to myself. I'm literally here in a room talking to anybody that walks by to think I'm crazy, right? If I ever streamed outside in the public, I'm literally out there talking to myself. People are walking by like, oh crap, this guy's a freaking wackatoo, right? So it's very awkward. So it takes a while to learn, but once you get used to it, you know, it's like anything else in life, right? The more you do it, the better you get at it. But it's pretty cool how you see that. I remember when you figured out how to put a face on memes. Yeah, right? Yeah, I was like, that actually, everything that you guys see in my channel, whether it be my memes, my video clips and stuff, I had to teach myself that using Google and YouTube, right? So some of you guys would give me ideas, and because I didn't really know how some things even existed, right? So you guys would give me the ideas on something, I'm like, oh man, that sounds pretty cool. And then I go out and figure out how to do it. And that's how, and then next thing you know, the next stream I'd be like, oh look, check out what I did. And then I would build on that. But yeah, man. Like even these things, like, well, not this one, but my other shirts that I had, right? It was one of my Reapers had the ideas, like, you know what, those memes that you did, you should make them into shirts and stuff. So that way I'm always wearing the same shirt, because I was like Superman, right? I had a closet full. I have like 10 of these shirts in my closet. And the only time I wear them is when I'm streaming, right? So after I'm done streaming, I turn it off, I take it off and put on my shirt I was wearing that day. But there was like people like, dude, do you wear the same shirt every day? It's like, no, it's not the same shirt every day. So then I went off and put like little different memes on shirts. They were still GC shirts, but just so people wouldn't think I'm wearing the same damn shirt every day, right? Like, no, not that it matters, right? Because I only wear it for a couple hours, but still, I was like, all right, I'll change it up just so people don't think I'm wearing the same clothes every day. And yes, they do get washed. That's my, because Superman has the same uniform, right? Superman has the same costume, so why can't I? But yeah, that was one of y'all's recommendations that brought that to me doing it. I try to stop seeing fruition because I probably ain't pronouncing it right or using it too much. So now you guys know what's up. But it's funny how the channel just developed, man. And like I said, a lot of like these memes and stuff, you know, like even that's right, those little memes like that, those were ideas that you guys had that I put into play. You know what I'm saying? And for y'all that are new to my channel, just like Twitch has points that you get from viewing, my YouTube channel, you get points for viewing me on YouTube. The only thing is it's done here locally for y'all that didn't know, right? So all you got to do is type anything in the chat. When you first start watching me on YouTube, you have to type something in chat, whether it's hi, whether it's a meme or whatever, right? And as soon as you do that, my computer knows you're watching me and you start earning what's called Reap Souls, right? So that's like our own currency. So if you ever want to do memes like that, like in certain points in the stream or whatever, and it's awesome, because sometimes you guys time some really funny moments, right? If you ever want to do that, the codes are in the description of the video. So if you ever want to see what you can cash in with your Reap Souls, just look at the description of any of my streams and you can see what you can do. And all you gotta do is just type it in the chat and it'll do that. It'll charge you the points and then you can do that. I mean, just like Twitch, because YouTube doesn't have anything like that. So I had to create that myself. And that was an idea because one of my Reapers commented on that they saw something similar to it on a different channel, and I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can do that on YouTube. And I did the research on it, and it was not easy. I had to do some programming. I had to change some script on some things. But you know what? I got it to work, man. It took a while, but I got it to work. So if you guys, that's, I guess, a long rant to say, if you guys ever have any, if you ever have any suggestions or, you know, or you think that something will fit our channel, let me know, man. I'll look into it. I want to be able to do games and stuff where you guys can use your Reap Souls to play like little like chat games, you know, or maybe you can do like your own little unofficial betting and stuff. I think that would be pretty cool where you can use your Reap Souls as currency. That's going to be, now that I'm going to have more time on my hand, I'm going to start looking into stuff like that. I wanted to do it where in the future I could give away prizes where it'd be like shirts or freaking mugs and stuff like that. I was thinking of doing something like that, but the only reason I didn't do that, and it's the current reason I don't do that, is because in order to do that, I would have to get people's home address in order to send them the stuff, right? And I don't want people's home address, because what ends up happening, for God forbid something ever happens and I get hacked or something, the last thing I want is people's information, personal information out there, right? Or if somebody's personal information gets out there and they get, you know, they get hacked or swatted or something, I don't want them to think it was me that did it, or, you know, or I had anything to do with it. So I don't want anybody's personal information. An email, yeah, maybe, but other than that. But since I have the people that do my shirts and stuff, I have a drop shipper. And this drop shipper, I have multiple drop shippers from all around the world, so I shouldn't have to worry about tariffs, right? Because my shirts that people buy from me from the UK are actually produced from a printer in the UK. My shirts that that are made in South America are done by a company that's in South America, and I think I have 2 companies in the United States that make them. So in the future, I might be able to do it where I can do like a if somebody can win like a free shirt or whatever, and I can give them the code, and then they can go straight to my website that sells it, and the drop shipper will send it. It has nothing to do with me. The drop shipper sends the stuff. Awesome teamwork, guys. You guys did outstanding. I was running my mouth again. So that could be in the future too. So if you guys win something, you know, like for Christmas or something, I throw out some swag out there. I can just give you the code for it, and then you can go to my website and then have that delivered to you. I think that'd be pretty cool. But just ideas for the future. And sometimes I might be able to do a customized shirt, right? That had, like right now, mine on the side, it had, you know, so say Darkgarza or this one says Garza Gaming Channel, but I had one that said Darkgarza, so I had my gamer tag on the side. I could do, you know, in the future, if we ever get bigger, then I can do custom. I personally could do the custom. I'd buy the shirt, do the custom art for you, and then send it to you. I could do that. Or I might be able to do it where I can do it with my people. But these are ideas for the future, man. Like I said, I got a bunch of ideas. For my cooking, the cooking portion of my channel, for like you guys said, I'm going to do a gamer. And like I said, if you haven't seen my chicken wing video after today, don't do it now. Don't do it now. After today's stream, you can go check out my channel. You can see that chicken wing video I did for Gamer Food episode 1. It came out beautifully. I love how it came out. But I'm still learning, right? That was the first time I ever used 2 different, actually I used 3 different cameras in that video. And it wasn't me sitting behind a freaking thing. You guys, I was actually in my backyard. I was actually in my kitchen. So I had to bring my lights to my kitchen. So it's a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to end up having to buy new light. Because right now I got a light here, light here, light here, light here, right? You guys don't see it, but that's why I'm lit up. That's why I look so beautiful. Because of the lights that I use. Let me play Janus. But when I start up the cooking videos, I'm gonna have to get lights that are pretty much semi-permanently set in my kitchen, because I cannot move these. These are set exactly the way I want it. You guys don't see behind me, but I got this gigantic green screen behind me, right? It's gigantic green screen. And this room is not very big. Like I got probably like one more arm, maybe 2 arms lengths. It's a I can't remember what the hell the size of it is, but it's not, this studio is not very big. So these lights are behind my gaming desk, right? So if I was to move them, it's going to be a pain in the ass. And then I got my camera here set a specific way where it shows me perfectly without showing the floor or whatever, right? So everything's set. So that's why I haven't done those cooking videos yet, because in order to do the cooking videos, I'm going to have to invest more money to do it, which I will do it. I will do the investment. But it's going to take a while to set everything up. That's why. So I'm going to have to order more lights. Now my GH5 camera that I had, the camera I had before, this is one of my older cameras I've been using for the last year. since I moved from my other Florida house to this Florida house, because what happened is when I moved to this house, for some reason, my other camera stopped working with OBS and I couldn't figure it out. Dude, I tried everything and I didn't do nothing different. Now, with that said, since I upgraded to Windows 11, I haven't tried my other camera, and my other camera costs twice the amount as this one, so that's kind of pissed me off. So I got like $2,500 camera just sitting in a box. But, you know, it is what it is. But I'm going to try that camera for my cooking thing. I can use that camera for my cooking thing because I'm not streaming, I'm recording, so I can record to SSD. So that's going to help me out. So I can just stick it on a tripod, and then I got my camera, my top-down camera, which was a 360 camera I had, and I can use, and I got a couple of GoPros I can use, so it works out. So yes, that cooking thing is going to be a thing. It's going to take time to get it started. For my second channel, I was thinking of possibly doing maybe a real life, you know, in real life type thing. I don't know, where we can talk about stuff like almost like an Asmongold type thing, where you talk about stuff that's going on in the world, and maybe give people advice. That people have problems with something, I can hear what they have issues with, and I might be able to give them some advice on not professional advice, but just advice, you know, with my, because I got a lot of experience in life, dude. I've lived in more countries than I have U.S. states. I've been around the world. I'm world renowned, right? I've lived in Germany for 10 years. I've lived in Spain for 15 years. I've been to almost every European country. I've driven 160 miles an hour on the German autobahns. I mean, I've been around, dude. I've invested money. I'm on my, you know, luckily third time's a charm when it came to marriage. I'm on my third wife, which is the best one, obviously, because she's still here. And she puts up with me. I mean, I got a lot of world I made it to the second highest rank in the U.S. Army. You know what I'm saying? I've worked with the defense industry. There's a lot of stuff I can put out there to help people with. So that was a thought too, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm still spitballing. But I definitely want to do something that will have my gaming channel, and then a separate channel that's not tied to gaming. So God forbid gaming takes a crap, I still have something going, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just tonight. So if you guys got any ideas, let me know. Just put it in my Discord or whatever. If you guys think you'd be interested in a channel where you can just hang out and see and talk about what's going on in the world, let me know. But the cooking thing will definitely be, I don't know if it's gonna be as independent, and maybe does this independent channel too. I don't know. Maybe I'll add it to my Garza TV channel. I don't know. The problem is when you do a separate channel, I'm starting from scratch. So it's just like me being a Joe Blow off the street, right? Because the YouTube algorithm has to pick you up, and it takes a long time. I don't care what anybody says. It takes a long time to get picked up by the algorithm. The only cheat code I have, I guess you can call it a cheat code, the advantage I have is I already have an awesome community. So while not everybody from my community will check out my new channel, if I start a new channel, a majority of my Reapers will, even if it's for one time just to see what it's about, right? So that would help out tremendously getting on the algorithm, whereas somebody that's new might not have that luxury of getting that many views on the very first video that they get. Because in order to monetize a video on YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and I want to say you have to have over 10,000 watch hours. 10,000 watch hours. And for somebody that's new to the industry, that's a lot, dude. The subs is a lot, but the watch hours could be a lot, I guess. But the subs is a lot. This channel right now, we have like what, almost 5,600 subs, but I have over 2 million watch hours on this channel. So 10,000 watch hours probably won't be that hard to do. So that's why I got to be careful what I pick for my next channel, because once you pick something, you're pretty much dedicated to it. You know what I'm saying? You have to give it your all, because it takes a lot of time to get it going. While at the same time doing content for my gaming channel, of course. I don't know, dude. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I think it'd be really cool if I can stream when I'm cooking, doing those cooking videos, I can actually stream live while I'm actually making the video, right? You guys will actually see me live cooking. It's not going to be just a video. I'm trying to figure it out where I can actually do a stream of me cooking this stuff, so you guys can actually ask questions while I'm doing it, and then later I can edit the video and then put it on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, as a edited portion. But when I'm making the video, you guys can, you know, for the most part, most of the time, just watch, see what I'm doing. I think that would be pretty cool, and I think it'd be unique because I don't think there's many people that do that, if anybody. So I think that would be pretty cool. So that's one idea. Another idea I had for the cooking edition, my gamer food cooking spinoff, is to have you guys send me your favorite recipes, and then I try to recreate them, you know, and see, you know, what they're about. So I thought that would be pretty cool, right? Have my Reapers send me their favorite recipe, and then I'd recreate it, you know, on stream or something, or on video, you know, depending on the streaming scenario. But that was an idea too, as part of that. I don't know, I have a lot of ideas. Because I know there's a lot of gamers out there that do not know how to cook, dude. So having, you know, ideas on something you can do, make at home, that's just as good if you went to the restaurant at a fraction of the price. I think that would be a big hit. Because I'm telling you, man, adult gamers, they do not have a lot of time on their plate to play during the weekend or during the week. Most of them only play on the weekend. Because you got to think about it. You work all day, you get home, now you got to cook. So that's going to be another hour and a half, depending on what you get. And then, you know, then you sit down, you can maybe game for an hour, 30 minutes, and then you got to go get ready for tomorrow to go to work again, right? I know, because I lived it. So if I can come out with recipes that people can do that take them only a few, like 20, 30 minutes of their time, actual working, you know, or less, without having to spend, you know, a crap ton of money, I think that worked out. You guys are destroying these fools. What's up? Oh, and for those that didn't know, I added to my Discord channel in real life channel, right? So I thought that was something interesting that might make people curious about checking out our channel. So if you ever have anything, and obviously nothing, make sure it's family friendly, you know what I'm saying? Don't be putting a picture of your junk or anything out there, because all I'm going to do is just delete it and then delete you, right? But if you ever have anything cool, like, especially we have people from all around the world, man. People, you see like a UK Paul or somebody like, or anybody from around the world, and you're like, you know, you're in the States or you're in India or you're somewhere that never been anywhere. I think it'd be interesting to see, you know, where people live or what people do for fun, and just fun little pictures like that. Obviously, don't put anything in there that will bust where your home address or nothing, right? Because I don't want nobody getting swatted or nothing crazy. But I did a little channel on Discord like that. So if you ever want to post anything, whether it's be like you went to the Grand Canyon and just pictures of the Grand Canyon, whatever, feel free to post it in our Discord. Of course, you have to be a subscriber to our YouTube channel, or you be not paid subscriber, a regular subscriber, or a regular follower on Twitch. And once I verify you, I'll give you that red in our Discord. Once you're red in Discord, then you'll be able to post in there. Do you know how to make Puerto Rican food? Not per se, because I'm not Puerto Rican. Now, I've had girlfriends in the past that have cooked Puerto Rican food for me. The main one was like beans and like a beans and rice dish and stuff like that. But no, I don't cook much Puerto Rican food, so that would be pretty cool. I mean, in the future, I can probably check that out. Maybe try something new, because dude, I'm telling you, I'm all about it. I don't know what I'm not a chef, so I don't know what all cuisine is out there. So if you guys have something that you love and it's easy to make and it's, you know, cost effective, don't give me no filet mignon with caviar, top lobster. You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense. But if it's something that's, you know, good, it's reasonable price, and you think I'd be able to, other people would enjoy it, yeah, dude, send it to me. And who knows, you might see it in a video in the future or a stream. Because I'm always looking for new foods, you know what I'm saying? Just for myself, because I like to eat. Maybe steak can make yeah, I definitely will have a steak video because I do enjoy making steaks. You guys know I lived in Texas, dude, so you know I love making steak. I'm a meat eater. I am not a vegetarian. I can tell you I don't like eating crazy stuff, and I don't like curry. So you will never see me putting something, and I don't mean no disrespect on people, but you're never gonna see me putting like caterpillars or larvae or something crazy that might be a delicacy in a certain country. I'm not about that, dude. That ain't happening. But if it's like a beans and rice or a steak or certain type of doner kebabs, tzatziki sauce, something that I think I would like that other people like, all day. And if I don't pick your recipe, or I think something is too crazy for me, I'm not trying to disrespect you. It just ain't happening, dude. I'm not eating I'm not eating flies. I'm not eating cockroaches. You're not gonna get me to eat crickets. This is not a freaking one of those. What the hell is that show with people who are eating crazy stuff? That's not this show, man. But if you have like a certain sandwich or a burger or something you think people enjoy that's really awesome, let me know, man. Let me know. Well, Texas got to make brisket now. Oh yeah, brisket for sure, dude. And the thing about it is my grill I have is a smoker and a grill, right? So when I do my rib video, I'll be smoking the ribs and then, you know, and making them that way. So they come out like at a restaurant, dude. My ribs come out better than any restaurant I've eaten. I'm not saying that they're best in the world, but the go-to restaurants I used to order from with Uber Eats, my ribs are way better than theirs. Way better. So that's why, and a fraction of the price. I can get a whole rack of pork ribs here in the United States for anywhere between $12 to $13 for a full rack. To order a full rack at a restaurant on Uber Eats, for one rib meal, it probably costs me close to $50. After you add in, you know, the tip and delivery charge and all that crap. It was about $50. And I could do the same thing, you know, maybe $12, $13 for a rack of ribs. A bottle of barbecue sauce probably costs you another $4. And you can make a whole meal out of it, you know what I'm saying? And that barbecue sauce you use for multiple meals. So for 25% of what you normally would spend, you can do it at home, and it's super easy, dude. If you saw how easy it is to do a smoked ribs, it would blow your mind. You'd be like, "What the crap?" Because it sounds complex, and if you do it like the competition guys, if you do it like the crazy barbecue fanatics, the right way, I guess you could say, yeah, it could definitely take some time, and it's real difficult to do. But if you do it the way I do it, it's just as good. It's just as good, and not even paying attention, baby. And it'll save you so much money. So yeah, the ribs one's gonna be a good one, dude. You guys are making me hungry. But back to my Discord thing. Yeah, I'd be interested to see people's and if I do that second channel, who knows? Maybe you guys will send me a picture or something, and then I'll do some research in that area and see what's going on over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm always open to check out new things, man. Because I'm telling you, the more you learn about other cultures and other countries, the better off you're gonna be. I'm telling you, you'd be surprised, you know, how small of a bubble we live in. Because I'll tell you one thing, when I lived in Germany, right outside of the post, I lived on an army installation, right? So right outside that post, they had a Turkish doner kebab stand, right? I didn't know what the hell a doner kebab was. And it's Turkish food, not German food, right? But this guy would make them, and as soon as I got there, all the guys that had been there for a while, just like, dude, you gotta try this, you gotta try this, you gotta try this. and they had like this like this little spigot, and they cut the meat off of it, and they put it in a pita bread. So I was like, all right, let me try it out. Bruh. From the first bite, I thought it was drugs. It was so freaking good. It was so freaking good. Sniper! Donor, I would go back to Germany just for a donor kebab, man. It was that good. But here in America, I haven't seen it where they make it. They make it here in the States. They make it with that like a mush meat, like a mixture with lamb and stuff. But the way they made it in Germany, it was like real steak, you know, like real pork steak or real chicken, and they cut it like that. It was made from real steaks, not just that mush stuff. So it was awesome, dude.
An ally has been slain.
So who knows? Maybe we'll do a video on that.
Double kill. Double kill.
All right. But coming full circle, dude, we're gonna see what the next couple of months happens for Smite. Because I'm telling you, that video I saw with Weak3ns, I pretty much, it almost felt like Weak3ns saying goodbye to the Smite community. That's what it felt like to me. I hope I'm wrong, but to me, that's what I saw, dude. To me, it felt like Weak3ns saying goodbye, and this is why I'm leaving. That's what I saw. I really hope I'm wrong. I really do. Because like I said, I don't watch him that much. I just watch him as a part of the business. You know what I'm saying? You should always see what the competition is doing. Not that I'm even a minute piece of competition to him, but I can see what they're doing. It might help me on my channel, right? Don't know the guy personally. Don't know if he's a good guy, bad guy, whatever. But one thing that nobody, whether you like the guy or not, one thing that nobody can argue is the fact that he's helped to promote this game for a very long time. And if he says goodbye to it, that's not going to be good. And Kentucky winded it enough.
Enemy has 50 tickets remaining.
That's not going to be good, dude. They got this new thing on the bottom right. I don't know if you guys seen it. And I've been running my mouth this whole time, so I haven't really been using it. But supposedly, it's supposed to give you, like, buffs for all your stats.
An enemy has been slain.
Dude, that was awesome. Awesome teamwork. I need to use that next time I do my ult. See if it does more damage. I'm sure it will.
Double kill. Unstoppable.
Oh my god, dude. It's already 2:30. I've been running my mouth so much this stream, I didn't even realize the time. We just been... How long have we been streaming? 3 hours? And I'm not even stressed out. Usually by 3 hours, you guys know I'm stressed the hell out. Wow. I couldn't even tell you what I played today either. I've been running my mouth this whole damn stream. That's funny. I don't even know how many games we won or lost today either. That's bad. I think we won a lot of games though. Pretty sure we did, because you guys were doing awesome.
The enemy has 10 tickets remaining.
Where'd you go?
Double kill.
See ya. See ya. See ya.
That's right. Respect my authority.
See ya. Oh, that cuckoo was gonna get it, baby. That cuckoo was gonna get it. That cuckoo was gonna get it. Yeah. Ooh, Alex, what's up? What's up? Alex got here just in time. Well, Alex got to miss my whole rant. I had the whole stream, right? She came in the perfect time. perfect time. There, you've been watching me rant at work and was laughing, right? Okay, so like I said, Alex came at the perfect time because we're giving away a very, very, very awesome skin. What's up, Alex? Love to see you as always, as one of my favorite peeps. All right, so we're going to be giving away dun, 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 the much anticipated Weak3ns Traveler's Pass. And yes, I had to buy the white line because it looks freaking awesome, dude. You guys see it? I bought it on stream today because it looked that cool. So we're going to be giving away this Weak3ns Traveler's Pack today, right? Which will automatically come with this skin. And then you can always buy this prism, which is really, really nice. And you're going to get this pumpkin that you can use for that Sega crap, or not Sega, what the hell is it? The Reaping event, to get this spooky Oracle Princess Bari skin. And then next update, which is not this Tuesday, but the next Tuesday, you can get, I think, finish it off and get the skin. Yeah, that Weak3ns skin is freaking amazing, dude. Matches has not been bad and fun, not gonna lie. Not bad. Yeah, they've been really fun. And you know what? The best part about it is, I don't even know what the hell it was. You guys made the matches today. I cannot even tell you what the hell I did all other than run my mouth today. I don't even remember what the hell gods I played today. But that goes to show you how awesome y'all are. It's just, I like hanging out with y'all. The game is like, you know, just a tool for us to do something so we're not sitting here staring at each other, right? That's why I love our community, dude. All right, so we're going to give away this Weak3ns skin. Ooh, that looks really nice, dude. Do I have that one? Hold on. Stand by, peoples. I like that one, too. Hold on, let me go back to Weak3ns. Which one is that one? Is that this one? Okay, I got to buy this one, too. Hold on. All right. Now, what's this one look like? I don't like that one. What does this one look like? Oh, I already got that one. Okay, cool. Okay, so let me bring up my Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you guys did outstanding, man. You guys did awesome teamwork. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I love playing with my Reapers, because the teamwork is there. Nobody tried quitting. Everybody was backing each other up. Hell, I was able to play on autopilot, and you guys pretty much did the heavy lifting, right? And yeah, I'm sure I probably had some pretty good, you know, plays here and there, but that I don't even remember. But I did get a couple of snipes, though. That was pretty cool. But that's you guys are awesome, dude. All right, so let me bring up the Wheel of Fortune. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. Now, before we start, for some reason, if you don't win this Traveler's Pack today, right, don't feel bad. You'll get one more chance at it. I got one more code for those little toy things. What the hell they call them? Wards. I got for those little toy car wards. I got one more code for that. And I got one more code for this Weak3ns skin. Traveler's Pack, right? So if you don't win today, our next giveaway stream, which is scheduled for next Sunday at 11:30 in the morning Central Time, or it could be a pop-up stream between now and then. So that's why I say make sure that you're subscribed or a member of our Discord, or subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get the notification the day before, because I usually do my stream thing. I usually do the day before, where it posts it on YouTube and then lets you know the notification that it's going to happen the next day. So make sure you either subscribe to our YouTube channel, make sure that you're either following us in Discord or part of Discord, because in Discord I'll flat out tell you we're doing a giveaway stream tomorrow, right? Now, if you don't want to be a part of the Discord, at least follow me on Twitch, or what the hell I call it, x.com, at Garza_gaming, right? I do not publicize my giveaways, because if I publicize my giveaways, we're going to have like 2 million mooches in here that don't give a crap about the GGC, don't give a crap about our community. They just want free crap, right? And I want all my giveaways always to go to my Reapers. So if you ever see me post on x.com, in parentheses, you see this is one you don't want to miss. That's not me trying to be cheeky. That's me trying to be, you know, clickbaity. If you ever see me put a post in parentheses that says this is one you don't want to miss, that is the Reaper handshake. That is the wink that this is going to be a giveaway stream. So keep that in mind. If you see me say I'm going to do a stream and I don't have that in it, it's probably not going to be a giveaway stream. Just putting it out there. All right, so if you want a chance of winning this awesome Weak3ns skin, go ahead and type in the chat 1,000. 1,000. 1,000. For the 1,000 hours, I wouldn't shut up today. 1,000. Delvon. And if you said anything today, or if you asked me a question today and I did not respond, I'm sorry. I didn't see it because I was so freaking irate about that bullcrap with Smite that my brain was just fried, and I didn't even barely glance at my chat. Sorry. I don't have a moderator to point things out, so don't feel bad. I wasn't ignoring you. It's just I didn't see it. And later on tonight, when I go to review my VODs, then I'll probably see what you guys all said. So one day I'll get a mod, but I don't think I'm big enough yet. All of you guys are my mods, right? If I ever see something, I miss something that's super important, you guys point it out to me. All right, TMB. Remember, if you're a paid member, you get 2 entries. If you're a regular follower, regular subscriber, you get 1 entry. If you're a paid member on Twitch, make sure that you put the 1,000 on Twitch. If you're a paid member on YouTube, make sure you put the 1,000 on YouTube, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to see if you're a paid member, because I get an icon if you're a paid member on YouTube, or and I get a box if you're a paid member on Twitch, right? So if you're a paid member on Twitch and YouTube, you rock, and you can dealer's choice. But don't do it on both, just one or the other. Right? All right. Dude, I talk so much, my damn side hurts. All right. Dude, I love this skin. I don't even play Weak3ns, but I think they did a really good job with the artwork on the skin. That's why I can't wait to get to Scordia, right? I can't wait to see what the Scordia is going to look like. I bet you she's going to look amazing. I think PTS is this weekend.
Yes, the dead have been collected today.
Alexis Chan just gifted 1 memberships.
Alexis, appreciate that gifted memberships. As always, you rock. I tried to catch it to see who it was, but it spoke it to me, so I was able to hear it. Hopefully you're not having to work on a Sunday. But they always have you traveling everywhere, so maybe, right? Wow, I just got membership. Awesome. Well, hurry up and type 1,000, and then you might be able to get 2 entries. She just dubbed you. And if you win, you can thank her for dubbing you. Right? That's awesome. All right. All right. Nice. Yeah, I don't know what. And again, if anybody from Smite is watching, I'm not shitting on you. I'm not taking a dump on you. I'm not saying you guys are doing a bad job. So don't take away my partnership, because my Reaper community needs these codes, or enjoying these codes. All I'm saying is we can do better. We could do better at supporting content creators. We can do better at bringing back our OGs, our people that have already spent hundreds of dollars in Smite 1. That's all I'm saying. So don't go off and kick me out of the partner program because Darkgarza was running his mouth talking crap. No, you guys have been doing a really good job. I understand you guys have a skeleton crew. I understand that you guys are human too and got families and stuff. All right, 1,000 is the number if you wanted in on this skin. All right, make sure I'm not missing anything. Smash. So what you're really trying to say is if you sub on both, join on both for 4 chances. No, you only get 2 chances, even though you're subbing on both. But you get 2 subs. You get 2 entries for 1 sub, and a big thank you for the other one. Well, I just got my membership. We read that. Today is my birthday. Whoa. Well, happy birthday, Silence. Happy birthday. Just add 1 for him. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Awesome. 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 We can call them out. Alex, when this stream is over, check out I'll wait until the YouTube VOD. I literally spent 90% of this stream ranting about that Weak3ns and Hi-Rez situation, or I say ranting, talking about, and my feelings on it. So it's funny you mentioned that. I literally spent this whole stream talking about that not just that his situation, but situation as a whole. So it's funny you should say that. So if you want to see all the craziness we're talking today, or why I haven't shut up today, I literally talked the whole damn stream today because it made me so irate with that smug dude on that Titan Talk, dude. I'm telling you, that dude really pissed me off. It got under my skin because this guy's trying to talk from the heart, trying to help, and he's just like, you know, just trying to go at him, not even directly, trying to be, you know, trying to be passive aggressive. That guy pissed me off. But you know it is. Maybe he didn't mean it. Maybe I overreacted. I don't know. It is what it is. Okay, let me see who else before I don't get me started again, dude. Get started on that tangent again. Everybody's like, dude, just roll the damn wheel. But yeah, if you want to hear my thoughts on that whole situation, I'll have a video on YouTube up later so you can watch it in 4K or 2K. The videos that I produce myself and upload are always in 4K. The streams I do that YouTube automatically puts on YouTube. So my streams, I don't upload. They go straight from my stream straight into a VOD after they're done. So they go in 2K. So I'm still playing Smite 1 for the old feel. Yeah, a lot of our peeps are actually. Okay, so that was it. Do I got any empty spaces? No empty spaces. I got everybody in here. Let me double check one more time. Dude, I gotta use the bathroom so bad, it's not even funny. I can feel the back of my teeth float. All right, Justin. Who the hell said that they were? Remember, Devon, didn't you just say you had a membership? Yeah, I can see your diamond right there. Okay, I'll add you twice. You can thank Alex for dubbing you a Grim Reaper. She made you a Grim Reaper. She gave you an extra entry. I can see the little star next to your name. So thank you, Alex.
That was quite extraordinary. I am pleased.
Alexis Chan super chatted $2. Delvin should be 2x smiled.
Alex, appreciate that $2, and that's awesome because I just said that. So after the delay, you're probably going to see that. So appreciate that. All right, good stuff. Okay, so we got everybody in there. Let's go ahead and shuffle it up. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Ooh, look how small the pieces are on the wheel. I love that. That goes. There's a lot of interest for this. No, oops, my bad. No, we like it. Thank you, because that gave me another $2. So appreciate your generosity. Okay, here we go. Dun 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 dun, and the wiener is dun 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 dun. Oh. Oh man, congratulations, son. Dude, Olivia just threw her controller through her screen. I think Olivia just broke her screen. She probably just threw her dang mouse or her controller right through the screen, boy. I heard her screaming from my house. Congratulations, boy. That couldn't be any closer. Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh man. Oh, rip. Oh, that's your birthday too, right? See there? Happy birthday. There you go. The Reaper gods have spoken. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. All right, let me write you down. That's awesome, dude. That couldn't have worked out any better. That goes to show you good karma, right? And that's beautiful, man. I couldn't have planned that any better if I planned it myself. All right, man. So we're going to go ahead and call it quits here. Might as well end on a positive note, right? And again, if you haven't checked out that Weak3ns video, you might want to check it out. He titled it a letter to Smite or what have you. I'm an open letter to Smite. I pretty much gave you the cliff notes on it. And then you can, after you see that video, then you can watch the Titan Talk that they just did where they talk about it. And then you see how they try to break down his video. And you see why I got irate about it. Other than that, hey man, appreciate everybody coming out. Alex, as always, much love, much love. Appreciate the memberships and that $2. And somebody else did. Oh, and silence for that gifted. I believe it was right. Or somebody did that gifter. It was silence. But anyway, again, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Much love. I'm Darkgarza, your OG on GC. We'll catch y'all next time. Oh, I gotta do it manually because I told you my thing was broken. Here we go.